We are pleased to honor John F. Kennedy Memorial High School and Woodbridge High School's 2017 inductees of the Woodbridge Township Athletic Alumni Association Hall of Fame. The class of 2017 will be formally inducted at a ceremony on Sunday at the Woodbridge Community Center. Welcoming the class of 2017 is, from Woodbridge Township, Mayor John McCormick, Assemblyman Craig Coughlin, Councilman Kyle Anderson, Councilman Nancy Drum, Councilman Greg Picara, and Councilman Corey Spiller. From the Woodbridge Board of Ed, Superintendent Dr. Robert Zega, Assistant Superintendent John Bader, Board President Daniel Harris, Board Member Marie Anderson, Board Member Brian Molnar, Board Member Eileen Zulo. From John F. Kennedy Memorial High School, Athletic Director Sean Daly. From Woodbridge High School, Principal Glenn Lotman, Vice Principal Chris Chiara, Vice Principal Thomas Perry, and Athletic Director Joseph Ward. And from the Woodbridge Township Athletic Alumni Association Hall of Fame Committee, President Nick Sardone, Nancy Cantala, Jim Anderson, Alex Bosch, Norma Grasso, Sharon DiLeonardo, and Mike Yanazzo. Unfortunately, some of the class of 2017 inductees are not in attendance tonight, but will be honored at the dinner on Sunday. We would like to briefly acknowledge them. From JFK, Chris Boglovsky, class of 97. Amy Coppola Kroner, class of 1993. Alfonso Thomas, class of 96. From Woodbridge High School, Danielle Barajas, class of 95. Tom Giordano Jr., class of 84. David Marciniak, class of 95. And Chris Pinter, class of 78. In attendance tonight, we are proud to recognize the following individuals and team. First, from John F. Kennedy Memorial High School, James Gordon, class of 93. James helped JFK to 3 straight appearances in the Greater Middlesex Conference Tournament Finals. As a junior, James was 8-1 on the mound. That season, Jim and his Mustang teammates won JFK's first ever Central Jersey Group 2 Sectional Championship. As a senior, James was 10-1 for the second straight year. He was named First Team All-Division, All-County, and All-Group 2, in addition to being named Third Team All-State. James continued his baseball career at Rider University, where he helped Rider to 3 straight Northeast Conference championships. He finished his Rider career with 18 pitching victories. In 1996, he was named MVP of the NEC tournament. Denise Corey, class of 88. Denise won 12 varsity letters in soccer, basketball, and softball. In her main sport of softball, Denise started all 4 years. Denise helped her team to Central Jersey Group 3 championships as both a freshman and a senior. As a junior, her team won the Greater Middlesex Conference Championship. She won numerous All-Division and All-County awards. Upon graduation, Denise continued her career at Trenton State College, where she was a member of the 1989 National Championship team. Next up is David Tabon, class of 89. As a junior, David was the Central Jersey Group 3 State Sectional Champion and the Group 3 State Champion in the 400-meter intermediate hurdles. As a senior, David again won the State Sectional Championship and came in second at the Meet of Champions. At the University of Connecticut, David had a successful 4-year career that included being a member of the record-setting 220-meter indoor shuttle hurdles relay team. Their time of 30.5 seconds still stands as a Yukon record today. In December of 1995, David became a New Jersey State Trooper. In 2011, he was promoted to Detective Sergeant. Tragically, David passed away in 2013. David is represented tonight by family members. Robert Yesalonia, class of 82. Bob won 9 varsity letters, 3 in each football, basketball, and baseball. In basketball, Bob finished his career with 991 career points. During his junior football campaign, Bob was named first team All-Conference and second team All-County. As a senior, he was named first team All-County by multiple publications and second team All-Group 3 and was selected to play in the North-South Football Classic. After high school, Bob played 3 years of semi-pro football for the New Jersey Oaks. And finally for JFK, the 1978 JFK football team, led by first-year head coach Gary Hamra. The JFK Mustangs stunned North Hunterdon 23-7 for the Central Jersey Group 3 championship. In the semifinal game, JFK knocked off defending champion Somerville 17-7. The team finished the season with an overall 8-3 record. The coaching staff, including assistants Ray Newman, Bob Lanigan, Robert Estock, Carl Grillo, and Mike Salento, the current principal of JFK High School. In attendance from the team are assistant coach Bob Lanigan, assistant coach Carl Grillo, linebacker Gary Lansona, defensive end Ray Eckel, linebacker Carmen Mastrangello Jr., running back Brian McMahon, center Mike Amorando, defensive back Rich Jakubowski, defensive end Bill Melchion, guard James Winship, tight end and defensive end Mike Ficara, represented by brother Greg Ficara, tackle Bob Smythe, safety and end Marty Gill, linebacker Fred Dixon, and defensive back and end Joe Salicetti. Tackle J.R. Evangelista and guard Ken Singer. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1978 Central Jersey Group 3 champions JFK Mustangs. And now for the inductees from Woodbridge High School. David April, class of 74. In the fall of 1973, David led the Barons to a 7-2 record while leading his team in scoring with 12 touchdowns and 760 yards rushing. He was named first team All-County for his efforts. Dave also ran track at Woodbridge. He and his teammates won a championship at the Middlesex County Relays. Following graduation, David attended Lehigh University, where in 3 seasons he accounted for 1,436 rushing yards and 543 receiving yards to go along with 17 touchdowns. In 1977, David was a big part of his team's NCAA Division II National Championship. Michelle Fowler, class of 82. Michelle won 9 varsity letters at WHS. During her senior basketball campaign, Michelle averaged 16 points per game and was named second team All-County. In track, Michelle set a school record in the 400-meter hurdles. Upon graduation, she attended Swarthmore College, where she played 3 varsity sports. As a senior, she was named third team All-American in basketball by the American Women's Sports Federation. She was the first woman to score 1,000 career points at Swarthmore and is still listed among the top basketball players at Swarthmore in many statistical categories. Michelle also still ranks number 4 in career saves as a soccer goalie at Swarthmore. Next up, Andrea Harris, class of 86. Andrea is regarded as the greatest female high school high jumper in WHS history. She won the Indoor GMC Championship in 1985 and 86. In 1986, Andrea was a part of a duo that won the Greater Middlesex Conference and Group 4 Indoor High Jump Relay Championship. Andrea also took second place in the high jump at the prestigious Penn Relays. Andrea at one point held 6 different school track records. Currently, she still holds 4. Andrea continued her track career at Temple University on a full athletic scholarship. Tom Giordano, Jr., class of 84. As a junior, Tom's team went 16-0, won the Middlesex County, State Central Jersey Sectional, and the overall New Jersey State Championship. Tom himself also won the New Jersey State Individual Championship, the only male and one of only 3 Woodbridge High School bowlers to ever accomplish this amazing feat. As a senior, His team again won the state sectional crown and finished second in the overall championship. The 1984 Woodbridge High School girls tennis team. The only girls tennis team in township history to win a sectional title. The 1984 team won the Central Jersey Group 4 championship with a 5-0 win over defending championship Middletown South High School. Head coach Ellen Pisano's team compiled a 21-1 record in addition to the sectional championship, also won the Middlesex County Athletic Conference Championship. They were ranked number 1 in the county and number 17 in the state. In attendance tonight, we have second singles Megan Clark Hollywood.
Good job, Stu. You did some job, buddy, the way you organized that. You like that?
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for the John F. Kennedy and Woodbridge High School 2017 Woodbridge Township Athletic Alumni Association Hall of Fame inductees. Ladies and gentlemen, prior to tonight's...
Welcome everyone to the Woodbridge Channel's coverage of high school sports. Tonight we're on the campus of Woodbridge High for the matchup between the Mustangs of JFK and the Woodbridge Barons. I'm Craig Coughlin. I'll be bringing the game with my colleague, our mayor, John McCormick. And John, both teams come in at 1-3, but it doesn't mean anything when they play each other.
Like we always say, Woodbridge, Kennedy, Colonia play each other. One could be 10-0, one could be 0-10. It'll still be a match because when they play each other, the juices go and they just get more competitive, and it's always good games.
And perhaps a little bit of a special motivation for the JFK folks tonight.
Yeah, JFK's got the 1978 football team, which Sunday will be inducted into the Woodbridge Athletic Hall of Fame. To my right is Councilman Greg Ficara, who always calls the game with us, but tonight he's here for another special reason, really, because his late brother was a member of that 1978 team, cue ball.
Yep, that was a special team. They were the only team in JFK history to win a state championship on the field. There were two other undefeated teams, but they were the only ones to win it on the field. So, as you said, an added incentive, should be a good night.
You've been walking out in his memory tonight.
Yes, I'm honored to do that.
Well, that's really special. And we have with us Councilman Corey Spillar. Corey, thanks for coming by. Talk about what it's like to meet the township and two of his teams hook up.
Oh, it's like the mayor said, anytime two township rivals meet up, it's electric. It's Friday Night Lights. The blood gets going, the juices are popping. So it's a great night. Congratulations to Councilman Ficara and his family and the entire Hall of Fame class.
And now you're neutral, right? You went to Colonia High.
I went to Colonia, so go Pats.
So you're going to sit half on one side and half on the other like the president?
I'm going to watch kickoff, and my wife is working the concession stand tonight in Colonia. I'm going to run right over there.
All right, good. Sounds like fun. It's going to be a great game, folks. Sit back, relax. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome, everyone. John McCormick, Craig Coughlin, happy to be with you on, it feels like a summer night, John, here at Woodbridge High School.
Ficara behind us. He snuck in there.
There he is. Sorry about that there.
The man who actually knows something about football, Craig. We got to let him in.
Really? God, no. As long as he doesn't show us up.
I'll just stand back here.
The officials for tonight's game.
So, as I said, it feels like a summer night.
Gorgeous. Hot. I mean, I'm sweating a little bit.
Yeah, me too, but it's a nice night. Look, we've frozen up here too, so
yeah,
it's going to be nice. So let's talk about some football tonight. Now, both teams come in at 1-3. Woodbridge lost their quarterback early on in the season.
Season opener.
Yeah, Donovan Tabon, very talented quarterback. They have, faced the challenge of that, and their offense has struggled all season.
Yeah, 1-3. They beat South Plainfield, but they lost to St. Joe's, as everybody has. They lost to Colonia in a very good game early, the first game of the week of the season, and they lost to Manasquan in the Shore Middlesex competition.
So, John, as we saw the captains coming out for the flip of the coin, and you'll notice that JFK is joined by Joshua Varga, who goes to the Lakeview School in Edison. His friends call him Little J. And Josh loves football and is excited to be part of the JFK football team. He participates in practice with the team, and on Tuesday, and he ran a play with the team, scored a touchdown. Yeah, Josh said he felt like a winner.
That's great.
JFK High School says, you are a winner, Josh.
And boy, let me start with the complaint first. Whose idea was it to put silver numbers on white uniforms? I can't tell any numbers. Can you? I'm trying to get the captains down so I can mention the captains, and I can't see a single number.
You can see them on our monitor, our TV monitor.
Oh, they're better there. You're right. 75,
54.
6 and is it 6?
I think it's 6 or
and
8.
4.
6 and 4. Yep.
Little number 49 there for Woodbridge. That's Patrick Petro, the honorary tee remover. After kickoffs, he goes out and takes the tee out. Here he comes running off the field now.
Trying to excite the crowd.
The captains for Woodbridge, number 33, Antoine Hall, number 76, Jacob Mankowski, number 58, Antonio Preston Lopez, and number 5, Nick Nyers.
So this is our first game together. Here we are at the beginning of October. We're just our first one together. You did a game with
Greg and a game with Kyle.
I'm slacking off.
Kennedy captains Alex Kalmar, number 4. Number 54 is Bernardo Abreu. Number 6 there is no number 6. Sitting right in Monty Python. Rule number 2, number 3, number 5. Rule number 6. There is no rule 6. Rule number 7. Number 75 is Louis Trupa. Who is number 6? Or is that did we read that right?
Yeah, it was 6. I don't know. Anyway.
Woodbridge ready to receive. Kennedy going to kick. Let's see who's on the receiving team. 42 is Jadon Vargas. 30 is Talik Moore. 77 is Bruce Trupner.
Number 23.
That is Jesus Cabrera. And number 14 in front, Joshua Daniels. Let's see. It's hard to see the guys in back. For Kennedy, number 26 is Jamal Singleton. Number 10, Dennis Howard. Number 88, Nicholas Johanovic, or is it Johanovic Nicholas?
Kareem
Robert Powell
set the kick off. Steps into it at the 40.
Wow,
it's a little short kick.
Good play by Woodbridge.
39.
And he gets through. He's going to
go.
He
could go
away.
Nice tackle there.
Wow.
By the kicker.
That's the problem with those little squibs. Who returned that?
I think it's number 33. That would be Antoine Hall.
First down at the 40.
Antoine Hall is a senior, 5'10", 215. And I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a stop by the kicker, because he was about to get run over. So the Barons in great field position to start the game. Greg, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think there was less of a tackle and more of getting run over, and the runner just tripped.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
He certainly was muscling his way in.
Under center for the Barons.
Hinkle pitches left. Oh, you're sorry. You do this. Here
sorry.
we go.
There we go. A lot of room around the edge, and that's Keyshawn Glover.
Brother of Kasim Glover.
Keyshawn leads the Barons in total yards this day. I saw it in the News Tribune today, guys. I think he has 400 and some odd of the 500 and some odd yards that the Barons have this season.
Look after we get a break.
Yeah, he is a workhorse.
Oh,
Hinkle
fumble recovered by
it.
Kennedy.
Yep.
Flag on the play, though.
I think that's just the marker where the fumble was.
It looked like it was recovered by Kennedy. That was a bang-bang play, and the handoff did not happen.
Let's see. Ryan Hinkle is the quarterback. He's a junior.
Penalty. That's a penalty.
It's going to be.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I think it's going to be motion on the Barons.
That's a good thing for Woodbridge.
I guess.
Penalty is on the Barons.
That'll back them up 5 yards. They'll take it, because otherwise they're going to lose the ball. Barron's quickly up to the line of scrimmage, but I don't think
They didn't mark it off yet.
they haven't marked it off yet. That's declined, and it'll bring up second down.
Oh, Woodbridge must have recovered it then.
Yeah, so it wasn't a fumble.
It was not a fumble.
Or Kennedy didn't recover it.
Well, if the motion was before, the play would have. No. Anyway. Second and 12 now.
Pitch again. Oh,
Pitch
again a
back.
bad play.
Picked up by Hinkle,
wow,
and he was going to lose a mile on that one. Yeah, let's see. That's going to be a 16-yard loss on the play on the errant toss. Tried to get it to Glover, but
You know, this is the 5th game of the year. They shouldn't be having plays like that.
Hinkle's a 5'10", 165-pound quarterback. Also plays safety on defense. So many athletes at this level play both ways. Both sides of the ball, I should say.
Fake.
2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Throws it over the middle to Glover. He's got some room.
Good tackle.
Couldn't slip the tackle.
There.
Yep.
That's number 50 at JFK, Damon Washington.
Another flag on the play.
Not one of those games again. We did Colonial Woodbridge. There had to be 20 penalties.
Yeah, that was a good little screen pass there, trying to take advantage of JFK's defense being aggressive on the pass rush, and a good called play, just wasn't executed too well.
Now let's see what the penalty is for. We don't have, usually we have the referee mic'd up. He probably still is, and he just keeps forgetting to turn it on. So
4th down and very, very long.
We spent a lot of time miking these guys up. 4th and 17 now. Barron's going to go for it, and now we're going to get a timeout.
So what's the wisdom behind that really short kick to start the game, or was it just that's the way he kicks? I mean, we don't know anything. We don't. First time we see kick.
Yeah, first time we see him kick. I mean,
you would think that was on purpose, or you think he just didn't kick it well?
Well, if you're going to do that, and sometimes teams do, but it's designed to create some mayhem by landing it somewhere where everybody has a shot at it.
Between the first wave and the second wave, but it was awful high.
So I don't know if he just, as you said, we haven't seen the kicker kick before, so we don't know if he just got under it. He doesn't have any real range. We don't know.
4th and 18 now.
Didn't work out so well. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, whatever it was, they don't know that they're going to do it. If it was on purpose, they're not going to do it again. Way back deep is DeAndre Carter. He's going to receive the kick. Glover's punt will bounce at about the 15.
That's actually a really good punt.
Yep. Barron's going to let it roll.
You can see he didn't put everything he had into it. We just kind of.
Yep, we kind of pooched it.
Yeah.
JFK will take over on their own 5-yard line.
And so the Mustangs will have their first possession deep in their own zone at the 5.
Captains for the Mustangs: number 4, Alex Kalmar; number 54 is Bernardo Abreu; number 6. Oh, I said that before. I did this already, didn't I?
Yeah.
And Louis Tripp did it already. Oh well. There is no number 6. Quarterback for Kennedy is David Lee.
No running backs.
Empty, yeah. Now we get some motion.
Handoff right.
Inside handoff to.
Good play there. Who came over there?
Is that Garced, number 3? Or is it number 2?
As soon as he turns around,
Carter.
that is number 6. Made a great play. Divine Santiago.
Number 6, Divine Santiago.
Came across from the opposite side. He had a good angle.
It was Maven Garced who got the carry for the Mustangs.
Number 3 carried it, they said. It was Maven Garced. Wow, we're going to have a hard time figuring out those numbers. 2nd and 5 now.
Well, if you look on the screen.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'd rather look at the game. I have a problem looking at the screen. You don't see everything.
David Lee, there we see him. He's a junior, 5'10", 180 pounds. Operating out of the shotgun now. 2 wide receivers left, 2 right now. Will Smith comes in motion. Inside handoff. Not much there.
By number 5 that time.
That's Nick Nyers.
Nick Nyers.
I read in the paper today they believe he leads the state in tackles.
Really?
Yeah. 75, I think, was the number they.
Look at the size of the dude in the middle. Who's that? Number 71. The big guy in the middle.
I think it's 73.
73. Look at how big he is, man.
His name is Amir Mustafa. He had a brother who played, right?
3rd down and 3 now.
Amir is 6'3" and 295 pounds in the program. Now some movement on the line by the Barons. Quick pitch outside. Lee hit as he throws. The pass
that was
intended
all defensive line. They got the pressure there
for
and the quarterback
Carter.
had no choice but to get rid of it.
Incomplete.
So Greg Wilbur's get the ball back in good field position. He's lining up inside the 40 already.
Yeah. Glover back to receive.
Kicking, punting the ball just about with your heels in the end zone is always a little nerve-wracking.
Lee is the punter as well.
Now he goes back to around the 45.
Lee with the kind of rugby style kick. Nice kick sideways, actually lands right at about the 48. Glover picks it up, get over the 50, down to the 45, trying to run some room to the outside. Now he returns it, has penalty marker on the play.
He's got to hold that ball better. He's holding it like a loaf of bread.
45. Usually when you see something like that, it's either
the return team. It's not usually.
It's usually a hold or a clip or blocking in the back.
Glover did a good job of being elusive out there, but the longer you're running around, the better the chances of a clip or a hold or something like you said.
And if you see it again, he was really holding the ball out.
Turned his mic.
On return. 10-yard penalty from the spot.
It's a spot foul, so let's see where they said the infraction occurred. Back it up 10 yards from there. Going way, way back. It'll take it all the way back to the Baron 42. Well, he keeps teasing me about where he's going to put that. Puts it down on the 43. We see some of the crowd here tonight. You can see people in shorts and T-shirts.
Yeah.
A lot of pink out there for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah, a lot of the players, but all the cheerleaders, at least on the Woodbridge side, are all decked out in pink. I didn't see the Kennedy cheerleaders.
Hinkle takes it, throws it out to the Glover in the flat, tries to create some space. The ball gets loose. Fumbled. Let's see who's got it. Kennedy says they do. You can see them wrestling on the ground.
Yeah, Kennedy had it. At least they come up with it. No one's moving off the field yet, though. Just got done saying Glover holds the ball out there. He's got to tuck it in. Now it looks like a penalty.
Lots of penalties here so far. Sloppy start.
To the back on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot. First down.
I guess Woodbridge recovered it.
But another block in the back penalty.
Second down at 22.
We see Hinkle. This is a pitch coming here near side to Glover. Nothing there, and he cuts back, and he's taken down there by
Alex Kalmar made that play for JFK. He fought off his block and forced Glover to cut in, where there was more help waiting for the tackle. He didn't make the tackle, but
Brew who made the actual tackle.
If there was such a thing as an assist on defense in football, he would have got one.
Second down and 17.
Second down and about 17 yards now.
Let me give you that. I've managed to figure out the numbers. For
I give up.
I can give you the numbers for Kennedy's defense, and just I'll give you players' names. Should ask him to give us a list of the starters. Hinkle shows a lot of arm on that one, intended for Glover, incomplete. He was guarded pretty closely.
He was double covered back there, yeah.
By
number 2 was out there, DeAndre Carter.
And Damari Leacock. DeAndre Carter is one of the starters for the Mustangs. He's joined by number 54. That is Bernardo Abreu. Number 50 is Damon Washington. Number 57 is Russell Van Loo. Number 26 is Jamal Singleton. Number 11 is Damari Laycock. Number 3 is Maven Garced. And there's a handoff to Nyers for no real gain. Number 10.
Well, no, he got back to the original line of scrimmage. He picked up about 8.
Sorry, I was looking at the name. Alex Kelmer is number 4. Number 60 is Kevin Merced. And number 9 is Alan Hill. That's the starters for JFK. A lot of punts so far. Glover to punt. Carter back to receive.
Now he's not looking for an easy one, so let's see if he got it off.
Off the end of his foot, but he gets a nice roll. Now it's going to roll back, and so the Barons will touch it down at the 32-yard line. And that's where the Mustangs will go to work with their second possession of the game.
On the line now for Woodbridge, 72, Keith Gilmore. 41, cornerback Bradley Douglas. We know number 6 is Divine Santiago. 72, I said Keith Gilmore, sorry about that. 23 is out there, Jesus Cabrera. We mentioned him before. Try to get as many of these guys on the air as we can.
Kennedy in an empty backfield again. Probably going to motion.
It's Will Smith that goes in motion, lines up next to him. Now gets a handoff. Nice move there. Nice power there by Smith as he drives it forward for a pickup of about, I guess he got about 5 on that one.
Got a newsflash, Craig. There was no penalty in that play.
This just in.
See who else we can see. I can't even see if that's 55 or 56.
Howard, I believe that's a 10. Lee calls the signal, throws it out, intended for incomplete to Leacock. He's tackled right around the first down.
He got the first. He definitely got the first.
Progress there.
73 on the tackle. Amir Mustafa, along with number 23, Jesus Cabrera, number 5, Nick Nyers.
And that's a first down for the Mustangs. I think that's the first down of the game, isn't it?
No, the first play of the game was Glover for 15.
Oh, right. Okay. First down by the Mustangs.
33 is Antoine Hall for the Barons.
Number 8 in motion.
Nice run.
Nice run there. Nice.
Good job by the Mustang offensive line, especially on that right side.
Yeah, Mustafa took him down, but not after an 8-yard gain.
I think I have the numbers. Let's go. Here we go for the JFK offense. I'll give it to you in a minute.
50 is Keyshawn Clausel for the Barons, left defensive end.
Laycock and Howard come wide right. Laycock number 11, Howard number 10. Lee, the screen in the middle. That's complete to Laycock, but he's tackled right away. Good defense there, good read.
You know, he bobbled that reception, and I think it took a little time.
23, the tackle was Jesus Cabrera. Sorry, Greg.
No, I'm just saying he babbled that. Bobbled it. I think if he caught it clean, he might have been off to the races. That was a well-designed play.
Yeah,
middle screen.
Woodbridge band
3rd and 3.
Starts playing the ever-popular
Sweet Caroline. Lee out of the shotgun. Again, we get motion. They do that pretty much on every play. Smith comes and lines up next to him. Now he's in trouble. The ball comes loose. Still loose.
Kennedy ball. He might have been down. He might have been down.
Recovered there by number 54. Heads up play by Bernardo Abreu Jr.
Let's see another shot of that.
Take another look at that as the clock continues to run. 3:50 to go first quarter. Lee
just the pressure was
he just got pressure right away, and then he turned it over.
It wasn't a fumble. He wasn't down. Number 3, Kwasi Naya. High kick coming down to the right.
Glover's
and out of bounds at the 40.
Glover was, a good 15 yards away from it, but it goes down right at the 40. Here we see.
So the Barons started the game on the enemy 40, and they're starting this series on their own 40.
Game's being played in the middle of the field quite a bit.
Yeah.
neither team able to sustain much of an offense.
Yeah.
Well, you said it before, 2 first downs, 1 each. That's not the way to play a football game. 3:28 to go in the first.
No score. Werner goes to 2-3.
Neither team likely to threaten for the States. There
Hinkle
goes
gives it to Glover. Gets nice play by the defense to kind of stretch that out, and he's knocked down by Leacock at the 45, so he'll pick up about 5 on the play. And see, they may only give him 4. Mark it at the 44.
Could have been worse, but Leacock cut it off.
He ran about 15 yards to get 5.
Yeah.
It was a good job, Craig, as you said, the defense for the Mustangs stringing that play out. You know, coaches will tell you don't lose contain, and they did a nice job of keeping the field short.
This time they go up the middle. There's a hole spurting through, and Nyers powers it down beyond the midfield down to the 44-yard line of the Mustangs. So
over a 10-yard pickup.
And a first down for Woodbridge.
Showing some signs of an offense here.
Take another look at that, and then we're going to whistle to stop play. But while we take another look, we see
timeout JFK.
Nyers powering through. JFK takes its first timeout. Woodbridge already took one, so 2:45 to go first quarter. Each team down a field. Yeah, let's try this again. Down a timeout.
You know, we were on the field before for the pregame and with the Hall of Fame and all the inductees, and I tell you, even if you see it from the camera up here, the field is getting worn.
It is.
This is the 11th football season on the new field.
And
so by next
June, it gets an awful lot of use from youth soccer and from Pop Warner.
Well, next year the Snapple Bowl is around July 19th. So the plan is to take the turf off right after the, let's see, what would we say, in early June. Right after the last track meter, as soon as humanly possible, take it off, put the new turf down, and be ready for the Snapple Bowl.
Hand off to Nyers inside again. He powers forward for a pickup of 6.
Well, that seems to be working.
Yeah, gets it down to about the 39-yard line.
A little smash mouth football. You know, it's funny, John and Craig, when the 78 championship team from Kennedy went out there, they were walking on that field, thought it was the best thing around.
Oh, yeah.
Wait till they see their own turf field someday. It's better.
That's what I told them.
And we get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Legal procedure.
Second down.
Slow quarter here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a few penalties.
Tonight's homecoming for Woodbridge. We'll see the homecoming queen and king.
How is it?
There goes Nyers. He's done.
Nobody's going to get him. He's down to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Barons. A 44-yard touchdown run by Nick Nyers. And the Barons score first.
And you see the way he just handed the ball to the ref.
That's what you like to see.
Oh, man, I love seeing that.
That was just a simple dive play up the middle. I think something they'll probably come back to.
Yeah.
Well, they had success.
Well, he had 3 runs in a row.
Yeah.
He picked up probably close to 20 yards in 3 runs.
That's your old smash mouth football there. It's bad on bad.
Is that number 9 the kicker? Yes, it is. Holger Alevar.
Number 9, Holger Alevar from the kick.
Kick is up, and it's good. A lot of leg there. So Alcivar drives it home.
A couple more guys now in the Woodbridge. Let's see it again. Touchdown again.
Let's take another look at the touchdown. See that just right up the middle. He finds a crease, and then he's gone.
Good pursuit.
Yeah, didn't give up. Almost got him. Maybe. Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess the ball was over the line.
That was close.
You know, coaches tell their players about second effort, not giving up till the official blows the whistle, and that was a perfect example. Yep. There's a little scrum there, but he kept moving his feet, and that's what happens.
Woodbridge kicking team, Jose Leon, number 24, number 68 is, there is no, maybe 69. Chris Powers. Number 14, Joshua Daniels.
Leacock and Carter. Sorry, John.
That's right.
Back to receive, and here we see Nyers.
Kicking off from the right hash mark.
Alcivar kicks it deep. Going to land at about the
Somebody better
21.
pick it up.
Rolling around. That's a free ball. Kickoffs are free balls.
Sloppy. Yes, they are after they go 10 yards.
And that one clearly did. So the Mustangs start at their own 21.
Bruce Trupner, Keith Gilmore, Bradley Douglas, Keshawn Glover, of course. Trying to get as many guys on the Woodbridge defense as we can. Looks like Powers. Gilmore's listed at 5'10", 270.
Wow. Lee calls the signal. Smith ends up standing next to him. They kind of collide. Gives the ball off to Smith, and that's going to be
another loose ball. Another loose ball.
Looks, yeah, Woodbridge says they have it. JFK says they do.
There've been 4 fumbles so far, maybe 5. Game moves too quick to keep track of all that.
Referee says
we need a stat person.
We do.
We need Aaron Anderson on the sideline.
And we need a stat person.
You know, we should check the Yankee game. We are calling this game live.
So we are coming to you live. So I think this is the second game we've done live, John.
Well, we did the Colonial Woodbridge live earlier. There's a pitch.
On Thanksgiving, and now the pitch back to...
Oh, nice tackle there by
Garces.
number 23, Jesus Cabrera.
A little razzle-dazzle there for the Mustangs. Merced gets... No, I think they're going to give him the first down. They do.
The Yankee leads up to 8-3.
Go figure, right? Last night they looked anemic.
Bird a 2-run homer after Hicks a 3-run homer.
Howard goes in motion. Now the inside handoff to Howard. Tries to run around the left side.
Nothing doing.
But there's nothing there. Stays inbound. The clock will continue to run with 29 seconds to go. And now they stop. No, he didn't stop the clock. So the referee is with his hands up. Probably one more play.
I don't think so. They're just going to let it go.
Yeah, Mustangs content to let this one run
So,
out.
Greg, what was memorable about the 1978 season?
You know, it seemed like every game somebody else stepped up. They had their stars. Brian McMahon was an outstanding running back, and then he got hurt, and Jeff Petrosky, not Jeff.
At the end of the first quarter, it's Woodbridge 7 and JFK nothing. Greg, I'm sorry to interrupt the story.
Yeah, no, you know, it just seemed like every day. Jensen was the quarterback.
I'm surprised he's not here. He's still local.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure he'll come on Sunday night. But, you know, I had one very interesting story. It's very funny. In the championship game, they carried Coach Carrie Hamra off the field.
How many guys did that take?
Well, that's the story. In the locker room, when the sports writer interviewed Coach Hammer about the game, he said that was the toughest thing that the kids had to do all year. The sports writer said, what, the defense that they played against Somerville? And he said, no, carrying me off the field. Carrie was
he was a large man.
Over 300 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
What was their record? Were they undefeated?
No, they weren't. I think they actually lost. They lost to Woodbridge, that I know. But I think they lost 2 or 3 games. But they're the only team that won a championship on the field.
Right, I was going to ask you that. The others didn't have a playoff.
Right. In the team that I played on in '71 and the '67 team, the playoff system wasn't in New Jersey yet. So it was just kind of the Star Ledger and the sports writers that picked the team. So
how did they had 3 losses and still there was a playoff?
They made the playoffs and then they upset everybody. North Hunterdon and Somerville. And Somerville had a kid named John Williams that went on to play and star at Penn State.
Oh, wow. Lee takes a quick pitch out into the flat. Good defense by the Barons. Complete the Laycock. Let's see who's at the bottom here. There's Nyers.
20. I couldn't see.
They say the St. Joe's lineman is being recruited by every school in the country. Last week, the Ohio State line coach was at the game.
Some of them would have saved their time.
Yeah. The Ohio State line coach was at the game, the St. Joe's game. How about that?
Wow. Yeah, well, you know, when it gets down to those type of things, they watch what he does when the ball doesn't go his way. They see what he does when he's not in the center of the play. Whether he gets downfield, throws some downfield blocks.
He's got great size, right? He's 6'5", 3 something.
The same guy I have to tell you after this play. There's a quick slant.
Complete.
Short of the first.
Short.
The same guy told me that St. Joe's has their lowest incoming freshman class this year ever at 129 freshmen. And they say with the trend, they don't know if they'll be able to maintain all the major sports within a couple of years. Number 8, Nathaniel Nieves coming out. Going in, I should say. Number 30, Talik Moore. Number 77, Bruce Truckner. And back to receive the punt is Keyshawn Glover.
Something's going on over there at St. Joe's.
Yeah, well,
Jerry Smith's not back as the AD.
Yeah.
Punt, sort of the rugby stop punt. Good punt, taking a bounce to the 20 to 15. That's where Glover has it. There's the block in the back. I don't see the flag.
It's coming.
Still,
there it is.
There it is. Stick to the 15. He gets out to the 21. Flag came way late.
Well, he couldn't get out of his pocket.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
It was pretty clear. I mean,
it was so obvious.
I don't know who it was that made the block, but there was 3 people down there.
And he didn't need to block him because, well, maybe I should have said that. Maybe he would have
pushed him way back. But anyway, Jerry Smith has gone as the athletic director. Turco has gone as the basketball coach. So
Turco was gone in an awful way. They they brought in his replacement without telling him. That's just not right. That's awful.
Yeah.
Guy was a good AD for a long time. Like him or not, that's not the way to treat somebody. Let's see the play again. We'll see if he would have been.
It's a good punt by Lee. Gets a lot of distance, takes a bounce. Here comes Glover now. Here comes the block in the back right there.
Oh, yeah, that mattered. That mattered.
Oops.
Even the runner stopped.
See, look at the ball. The way he holds the ball. No wonder he fumbled. I'm no expert, but I remember playing Pop Warner, and all the coach used to say, you carry that ball out to me, but tell guys, you carry it like a loaf of bread. Tuck it in, tuck it in.
Yeah, coaches would say, take care of the ball.
So the Barons start deep in their own territory at their own 5. Hinkle hands it off inside to Nyers.
Nyers doing it all tonight.
Yeah, he gets it forward, gets out to about the 14, so the Barons have a little bit of operating room. Just underway here. Second quarter, Barons scored on a 44-yard run by Nick Nyers. That's been the only scoring in the game. As you pointed out, Greg, a lot of time spent in the middle of the field. Not a lot of offense. Nyers, again, this time he's hit the backfield, escapes that first tackle. Then gets pulled down.
He was down, though.
We've seen that ball on the turf a lot.
I think if that would have been recovered by Kennedy, they would have ruled him down.
I think so, too. But the ball's come out a lot. No, these guys are not holding it on.
Well, you know, I think on both sides of the ball, there's a lot of second effort. You know, you're twisting and turning, trying to make something out of nothing, and that's when those mistakes happen and you lose the handle on the ball.
Second and about a long 3. Third and long 3 for Woodbridge. Inside handoff this time. I think it was Joshua Daniels. And there's a penalty after the play. That's going to be. No, I think that was Nyers on the bottom of that.
Somebody mouthed off.
Yep. Let's see who it was. Sportsmanlike conduct against JFK. That's going to be a first down. So they stopped him short. You just
held them. You're forcing a punt, and now they get a first down.
And
oh wait, he's pointing the other way now.
They're pointing the other way.
That's what I thought it was.
Here, let's see if he turns on the mic.
It was against Woodbridge. Because he pointed to the Woodbridge player, I won't say who, but he pointed to him right after the flag. But then he moved his arm against Kennedy.
4th and a long 9, and so the Barons will have to punt from their own end zone.
Looks like the Mustangs are stacking up the line, maybe going for a block.
Well,
waiting at the 30.
The 30-yard line to receive the punt. Glover's not a good punter. He's not a long punter.
They bounce the snap.
Low punt.
Kind of a low punt. Takes a hop. Good roll.
Oh, man, he got lucky. Don't touch it.
Carter should have just gotten it falling down, it would have saved about 10, 12 yards on that.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't want to get hit as soon as he caught the ball. He would have been because the kick wasn't deep. But a good roll for the Barons. And let's see what that penalty is about. A lot of penalties.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Sloppy play here in the first half. The balls come out a lot, not a lot of offense. And it's going to be against the Barons as the ball gets marched forward. Well, that's 10.
They're going to
15.
do it. They're going to kick over again.
Oh.
They're going to do half the distance to the goal and kick over again.
Oh, okay. You're right, Greg. They're going all the way back.
Must have been holding or something up on the line.
Holding against the Barons, and that'll push it back. I guess they'll spot it at about the 2.
Yeah, I'd definitely make him kick it again. That's the right call.
Oh, absolutely.
Look at where he's standing though. His back of his foot is practically out of the end zone.
One mistake back, and it's a safety.
And they get it's that. This one's higher.
He'll field it inside the 30. Oh, he didn't field it.
Touches it. Carter gets it, and he's swarmed under immediately.
Wow, he lost 6 yards.
Quasi Naina.
Still very good
Number
field
3.
position.
I'm sorry to the family. I think I probably got that name now.
They gained a couple of yards in that.
Nainia.
Quadro Nainia.
It's always tough for a young player on being a punt return person. That ball's up in the air, and you got to field it. And you know,
well, there was 4 guys right on him too. There was 4 black jerseys bearing down on him.
Should have fair caught it.
Should have fair caught it.
First, you got to catch it before you fair it.
No, you got to signal for it first. Yeah. Ball on the 34. Best field position of the game to start a drive by for the Mustangs. Lee calls it, hands it off inside to Carter. Carter keeps going, drives those legs, and gets it down to the 28-yard line.
Both teams are getting yardage up the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know that was Will Smith, it looks like. Right.
You know, as we're starting to get to the middle of the second quarter, don't think for a minute that this weather and this humidity doesn't play a role in this. You can, you know, your body's not used to it. We start to get cold and
JFK,
the fatigue sets in.
See the crowd here on the Woodbridge side.
And you got to start thinking about how many guys in either team play both ways.
Right.
You're right.
And this is a day where it's extremely important for the guys to make sure they hydrate because, you know, fourth quarter you start seeing cramps.
Well, it's very humid in addition to being warm.
Yep. Our buddy Mayor McCormick, Dr. Swan down there, I'm sure he's hoping everybody drinks water.
Yeah,
so he's not dealing with cramps.
I just talked to him during the week. He's looking to.
There we go. On cue. Nice work, folks. There we see the manager handing out water.
He's looking to relocate, and we're trying to get him to Woodbridge.
Yeah, that would be great. Great for a lot of folks here in our town.
WHS Lotman, at WHS Perry, and at WHS Sierra.
Yeah, it's a little hot up here in the press box too.
It really is,
guys. Man,
it is.
There's no breeze whatsoever.
I'm a little parched. How about you guys?
Lee.
We should have brought some waters up with us. I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what halftime's for. 7:52 to go. Won't be long now.
Woodbridge bringing the house.
Smith gets it.
Going
Lee's going to go long.
Oh, he's held. Not even held.
For Dennis Howard.
I'd like to see that one again if we can, Lee. Didn't look like he might have been
open through it.
I think he stopped, John. Looked like the receiver just stopped.
Yeah, maybe that was
his
own fault then, maybe.
Take another look at that.
That was a very nice play action in the
Good
backfield.
throw. Yeah, good
arm.
He didn't run.
Just like loft
he wasn't
it.
running.
No,
he
wasn't interfered with.
I'll take that back.
3rd and 4 for the Mustangs. They really need a first down here. They can't let this opportunity slide. They start off in their own 34. Handoff now to
you had the
Garcet.
They had it.
Couldn't quite turn the corner.
No, he didn't spin to get it. They'll go for it now, though.
I got to think they will. The ball then is going to be marked probably at the 26. It'll bring up.
The sweeps aren't working for either team.
No.
Bring up 4th and a yard.
Now, you got to hope that the quarterback goes under center here. I don't get that philosophy of going back in the shotgun. So now instead of needing a yard, you need 5 yards because you're 4 yards back. But we'll see.
We have not seen any game I've done. It's the 3rd game. I've not seen anybody take a snap under center yet. In either team that's 3 games, 6 teams have not seen it yet.
Here's the center. Gonna get. Lee's gonna keep it.
Oh, don't stop.
He was headed for the. He gets the first down anyway. He was headed for the corner, and he would have gotten the first down, and then he stopped, tried to cut it back, and picked up about 4 more. So.
Well, they got a new set of downs.
All's well as that ends well. But he could have gotten stopped short of that. I wasn't quite sure he did it. First down for JFK. Ball resting right on the edge of the 20-yard line. So just about in the red zone. Smith comes, stands next to him.
Going for the end zone.
Corner, intended for. Well, nice try. Nice try. It's intended for Leacock.
Even if he caught it, he would have been out of bounds.
Damari Leacock.
Out of the end zone.
He made a nice effort, though. He got up there pretty good.
Trying to see who that was on the coverage. Looks like, is it 41?
41 is Bradley Douglas. Junior, his cornerback, could well be.
I think it was him.
It is now. Lee surveys the situation. And now the handoff inside to Will Smith. He'll get stopped at the line for no gain.
So, if Kennedy's colors include green as their dominant color, why is there nothing on the uniform that's green?
I don't know. They're away uniforms.
Yeah, but still have to have some green.
The numbers might have a little line of green, John.
Yeah, maybe.
Just doesn't
Yeah, very
see.
little line.
That's why we can't see them.
Yeah.
So little you can't see it.
Yeah.
Timeout? Is it a timeout? Yep.
Yeah, timeout against Woodbridge with 5:46 to go. Their second timeout.
Each team down to 1.
Yeah.
So between the timeouts, the fumbles,
and the
penalties, this is a long first half. Actually, you know what? 5:46, it's 7:45. It's not really terrible.
5:46.
The game to go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the game started at what, 7?
7:05.
Yeah, after the introductions, it was a little later.
Yeah, I guess it's really not as bad as I'm thinking.
Never mind. But it does. The problem is there's no pace to the game. There's no rhythm to it. It just, it's short drive after short drive, penalties, fumble.
Kennedy not after that play and Woodbridge scoring. Kennedy's been holding pretty strong here, so you got to give him credit.
Kennedy's win was Red Bank Regional. Lost to Perth Amboy, Stevens, and Carteret.
Lost in overtime, I think, right? Double overtime to Carteret. Yeah. Carteret, who's a pretty good team. Quick pitch.
Oh, it might be interference.
Yeah.
Yep. He hit him.
That's pretty close. I'd love to see that again. It was pretty close. No, he got him, I think.
I think he got him.
Love to see that one again. Maybe we will. Here we are. How about asking it'll be good. Now watch.
Oh, yeah, he hit him.
Let's see that one more time, Lee. Can we see that again?
Slow motion.
He's got to have a chance to catch the ball. He was on the ground. The ball was going by.
All right. Mustangs break the huddle.
Kennedy have to score here.
They do.
First and goal inside the 10. They have absolutely got to score here.
They trail 7-0. 5:41 to go, second quarter. This is their first trip inside the red zone. Takes the snap, almost goofed that up. That was Carter who got the scrap. May have lost the line.
Nyers on the tackle as usual.
Yeah,
See who else was down there. 72, the big man, Keith Gilmore.
Maven Garcet with the carry, but he was too close. There wasn't a space. Yeah, here, let me see this pass interference play again. Take a look at this. There he goes. There we go.
Slow motion. Oh,
yeah. You got there.
That last play,
Wonderful.
there wasn't a good
Great
exchange.
job. Great technical work right there. Yeah, the exchange wasn't clean. Smith now in an I formation. He gets the ball and picks up.
So the last live game we did, the last live game we did, we must have mispronounced somebody's name, and somebody came out of the stands up to the box to tell us how to pronounce it. So either somebody's watching at home and texting them, hey, you're pronouncing your kid's name wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they could have been watching it on their phone. Can you do that on cable access? Can you get that on your phone?
I think so.
I don't know.
If you have some of those plans, it's not really the cable, it's the plan that you have.
Yeah. 3rd and 10. Well, 3rd and goal from the inside the 10.
Big play here for the Mustangs. They're going to go for it, I would suspect.
He's got him right
Wide
there.
open.
Oh, nothing doing, but they'll go for it.
Nice saving tackle there by Nyers.
Again.
Was complete to Carter.
He had him. You could see it. He
got
was
it
wide
down
open.
to about the 2.
I'd say they go.
Maybe to 1.
We got to see if they have a kicker.
4th and goal. Let's see. Now, Lee.
We've only seen one kickoff, and it wasn't a long one, so they'll probably go for it.
Quarterback did a good job there, gaining a little bit more time with his mobility.
Yep. 2 wide receivers right, 1 split wide left. Lee calls the signal. Smith moves along into the I formation. Give it to Smith. Nope.
Touchdown.
And there's a touchdown. He faked the handoff to Smith, faked me out.
Yeah, me too.
Lee went around the right side, and he scores the 1-yard touchdown.
Great job. Very nice play. Good deception.
The Kennedy kicker is on Colonia this year, and that kid you can see this kid kick, Craig.
Really?
He kicked off into the end zone.
Wow.
60 yards in the air.
Who was it?
I forget the kid's name, but he's a really good kicker, and he transferred from Kennedy
to Colonia.
Yep.
On to try the extra point.
Number 1.
No, it's
no. Oh, 11.
That's Leacock. Snap is back. The kick is up, and it is good. So the kick good.
So who scored that?
It was David Lee, the quarterback, who scored the touchdown on a beautiful fake handoff. Went around the right sides, and from a yard away he scored. Leacock is in to kick the extra point, and we are tied at 7 with 3:27 to go here in the first half. Take a couple look at a couple of plays that. One play that set it up, and one play that was the touchdown. We're going to take a look right now. Here we see. Oh, that's the touchdown.
Yep, that was what's called the dive option. He faked the straight
Here's the
handoff
play that
dive,
set
kept
it
the ball.
See the way you talk about, Greg. He creates some time,
right there. Yep.
Finds the receiver.
Nyers
saves the touchdown.
Yep, good open field tackle there. Let's see if any momentum.
3:27 to go. Each team with a timeout left.
So the Kennedy receiver there looked like he might have been on his way down from the catch.
Yeah, a little bit.
So who knows if he would have crossed the line.
In the kickoff for the Mustangs is number 18. That's Kareem Hafez.
Down the hill, number 9. Will Smith, number 8.
Hafez kicked last time was very short.
Antonio Video, number 28.
Short again. He gets under it. He gets down to the 30. That's where the Barons have it.
Wow, he almost had. He looked like if that guy didn't shoestring him, he could have one fake and he could have been in.
Yep. Antoine Hall gets it. Gets the ball back.
So now if you're Woodbridge,
to the 45, nice 15-yard return on that punt. Sorry, John.
That's okay. No need to put somebody back at the 15 if you can't kick it that far.
Right.
I'm surprised they haven't had that scouted. If 2 kicks went 15 yards each, then you.
Right.
I'm really surprised the guy's playing 35 yards back. He's got 23. No, he's got 2. Oh,
nice
play.
defensive play by Laycock to block to knock that one away, John.
Boy, if we could see that
Glover
again.
was open.
So was 23. So was Jesus Cabrera. I'd love to see that one again.
Great job by that cornerback.
Yeah, he made a terrific play.
Yeah, just being aware.
Penalty, though. Don't have that replay yet.
Got a flag on the field.
That's a 10-yard penalty against him.
Oh, on top of it.
First down.
The mic didn't work, so we didn't hear that.
It's a holding penalty.
Backs it up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Then I'll bring up 1st and 20. Inside handoff this time to Santiago. Not much there as he tries to turn the corner. Picks up about 4.
That was the old student body sweep there.
Student body left and student body right.
Yep,
Made famous by the USC Trojans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Right?
you had both guards pulling on that to try to get out in front, and that's the old smash mouth football there. 4 yards isn't bad.
4 yards isn't bad on 1st and 10.
Yeah, not
On 1st and 20.
Yeah.
2:45 to go. Hinkle takes the handoff, gives it to Nyers up the middle again. He powers forward. He gets back to about the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Barons.
Wow, Cleveland got back. It went to 8-3. Now it's 8-7 New York.
Yankees bullpen is supposed
grand
to be.
slam by Lindor. Wow.
I expect that means CC is out of the game.
He retired 11 in a row at one point.
CC give up the grand slam.
I don't know.
3rd and 10 for Woodbridge. Hinkle rolls right, throws right. A little bit high, almost picked off by
Either
Laycock.
one could have had it, it looked like.
And also with Alex Kalmar, he was there. That's going to bring up 4th and 10 for Woodbridge, and they'll send on the punting team.
Both defenders
try to play
on
a little field position. Take a look at this.
Might have
Third down play again.
knocked it away from each other. It could have been an interception. Yep.
Yes.
I think the guy that was there might have been able to catch it.
I guess it's instinctive, though, right? It's hard to
Just,
you see the ball hanging up there. You don't. I mean, you know your guy's in the area, but you don't know exactly where it was. Glover with the kick, end over end kick, taken at the 30, and then
dangerous. Oh, Woodbridge
loose.
Dangerous catching that ball. It bounced right in front of him. He
struggle. Let's see.
He didn't field it
They're
clean.
saying it's a Woodbridge ball. Referees agree with the Barons. So the Barons pick up
big break for Woodbridge.
Critical.
25 yards on that play.
He was stationary, then he leaned in to catch the ball instead of getting under it.
Yep. He has struggled a bit back then. 1st and 10 for the Barons now on the Mustang 30.
Let's see if they take advantage of it. They got 1:50 to do it.
They have 1 timeout left. Hinkle puts the offense in action. Given a Nyers, and he's driven back probably short of the original line of scrimmage by a yard, John.
Clock still running.
Neither timeout and either team was one of like urgency. They both kind of took them.
Yeah.
But didn't seem like it wasn't an obvious reason why they took it. Now they're probably sorry.
1:28 to go. Barons don't seem like they're in any much of a hurry, though.
Weird.
3 wide receivers right this time.
They'll take 3 shots in the end zone.
Inside and off, yep. To Jose Leon with the handoff. He gets it down to the 25, and that'll bring up 3rd and 5 with 1:04 to go.
Comes to the sideline, gets to play under a minute now. Figure they'll 2 shots.
3rd and 5, 50 seconds to go. Inside
Still not
handoff.
passing it. There he
Breaks
goes.
the tackle, gets the 1st down and more. Jose Leon again.
Yeah.
Leon, I'm sorry.
Leon.
That's another Baron 1st down as they'll stretch out the chains. 42 seconds to go. Barons and Patriots. I'm sorry, and Mustangs. Sorry, Greg.
Clock starts. I'm surprised they're not taking
35 seconds to go. Hinkle calls the signal, fades back, looking right, throws down in the middle. It's complete.
Now that's a senseless play.
Picks up about 2 plays, and now they're going to have to use their timeout with 23 seconds to go. Are the Barons?
Yeah, I don't know if I like that play.
That's the last Baron timeout of the first half, and so they're going to have to throw the ball, and probably to throw it out.
Got to watch out for some kind of little hook and ladder or something.
You got 3 shots at the end zone here. They all got to be in the end zone.
Let's see if they can turn the air condition on in the second half.
They should get 3 off unless they gain, 6 or 8 and don't get a first.
Teams are both huddled up on the sideline.
Final play after that.
Kennedy back out on the field.
Still give them 1 more play at the end zone if they don't get a first.
Don't forget they have a pretty good kicker too.
Oh, behind him.
Stops the clock. 20 seconds. It only took 3 seconds off the clock.
But it brings up 3rd down and 5 now, so the Barons
and that
have
wasn't
to be
even forward. That was sideways.
A little concerned. There you see Divine Santiago.
Just a little surprised they weren't going downfield with that pass.
They got to get to about
11.
the 7, about the 6.
Oh, it's inside. No,
6
sorry. Yeah, it's inside.
They can't get a first down. 3rd down and 5. Hinkle. Pressure from the outside doesn't get there in time. He had it.
No catch.
Would have been a great catch because he got hit just about as he caught it, did Deshaun Glover, but couldn't hold on to the ball, and so that'll bring up a 4th and 8.
But even that play wouldn't have been a first down. Looks like they're going for the field goal. Holger Alevar.
Alevar must. We said when he kicked the extra point, he had some good legs. So let's see what we got here. 14 seconds to go.
31-yarder. Am I blocking you?
Nope.
No good.
Nope. So the Mustangs will have 9 seconds to decide. Well, they'll have 9 seconds left after they decide whether they're going to try and make something happen here or whether they're going to just take a knee and head into the locker room tied at 7. We'll know in a minute.
I would always go for it. Mustangs in 4 games only have 129 yards rushing. Lee has 76 of them. 19 each from Garcett and Carter. Receiving, Garcett leads with 101. Carter right behind at 89. Maglione 84.
What's the name? Carteret.
So going to take a shot at it.
Smith in backfield.
Nope.
Lee going to roll around the right-hand side. He's got some room. He's up to the 30. Cuts it back out past the 35 to about the 36. But that will do it for the first half.
And that's the end of the first half.
So we end where we began with the score even.
Nope. One more second on the clock.
Clock would stops for to reset. The Mustangs will attempt to snap the ball. And they call last time out, so they're going to run a play. They use their last time out of the first half. What the heck, right?
I would.
With 2 seconds on the clock.
Lee, we're going to film the homecoming teams, right? All right. The answer was yes, folks. I should have put that on private instead of asking it on the air. But
so way back deep at the 40 is a Baron
four
defender.
guys deep.
Probably drop back even more.
There's 4 guys over 10 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Jesus Cabrera, number 23, is milling around the 30 42. Let's see what the Mustangs came up with during that timeout.
Everybody go long.
Takes it.
Oh, that didn't work.
Hands it off inside. Still on his feet. And finally dropped down after a loss of about 3. But that will do it for the first half. We've reached halftime with the score, JFK 7 and Woodbridge 7. Stay with us for the halftime activities, everybody. We'll be with you in a few minutes.
Great job, girls. Give them a hand. And coming out into the field, your Woodbridge High School Marching Band.
Homecoming ceremony. Please direct your attention to the 50-yard line and welcome home our 2016/2017 Homecoming King, Matt Corcoran. He is joined by the WHS principal, Mr. Glenn Lotman. Our first Queen nominee is Amber Cotto. Amber is a member of the Student Council and Safety Ambassador programs. She hopes to be accepted to a university to study nursing. Amber is escorted by our first King nominee, Andrew Fuentes. Andrew is a varsity soccer captain and member of the National Honor Society, You Got Brains, Heroes and Cool Kids, and the Student Ambassador programs. He hopes to attend college to study actuarial sciences. Our next Queen nominee is Samantha Nedza. Samantha is a varsity soccer player and is part of the National Honor Society, Freshman Mentors, and Heroes and Cool Kids. She is also a member of the Woodbridge School of Dance and a certified EMT with the Port Reading First Aid Squad. She hopes to attend college to become an occupational therapist. Samantha is escorted by Curtis Nesbitt. Curtis is a varsity basketball player and is a member of the STARS mentoring program. He hopes to attend college as a business major. Our next Queen nominee is Brittany Saw. Brittany is a varsity cheerleader, a senior class officer, a member of the National Honor Society, Ecology Club, You Got Brains, Heroes and Cool Kids, and Prom Committee. She plans to attend a university to major in financial business and accounting. Brittany is escorted by Aiden Kalenovic and Patrick Petro. Aiden is a 4-year varsity volleyball player and a member of the Student Council, Social Justice Club, the Ecology Club, the Female Empowerment Club, and the Woodbridge Youth Leadership Council. He plans on attending NYU and to go to NYU Medical School. Brittany is also escorted by Patrick Petro. Patrick assists the varsity football team, attends basketball games with the Bleacher Creatures, and attends baseball games in the spring. He also belongs to the Golden Saints flag football organization. Patrick will complete his work-study program and begin a career when he is done. Our next Queen nominee is Gabriella Zamilio. Gabriella is a varsity soccer player, as well as being a member of the National Honor Society, Heroes and Cool Kids, the Prom Committee, and the Vlog Club. She also has participated in the 6-time state and 2-time national champion academy soccer program, Barons for Ben, and the Breast Cancer Awareness Initiative. She will play Division I soccer at Iona College and major in physical therapy or forensic science. Gabriella is escorted by Cameron Christine. Cameron is a member of the soccer and track teams, as well as Heroes and Cool Kids and the STARS mentoring program. He is also a soccer trainer at Valencia Soccer Academy. He hopes to attend the West Point Military Academy and become a federal air marshal after his military service. Our next Queen nominee is Sienna Caforio. Sienna is a member of the Ecology Club and hopes to continue her interest in science with a career concerning environmental work. Sienna is escorted by Ednam Bradley. Ednam is a member of the varsity football team and a former band member. He hopes to attend Rutgers, major in accounting, attain his CPA, and take care of his family in the future. Not in attendance tonight is our final Queen nominee, Charity Daramola. Charity is representing WHS in Disney World this weekend for a cross-country invitational. And ladies and gentlemen, please give you a final round of applause to your 2017-2018 Homecoming Courts. Can we get a good drum roll? Here we go. And the class of 2018's homecoming queen is Amber Cotto. Let's get another drum roll. And the class of 2018's homecoming king is Patrick Petro.
That's awesome. That's great. Really nice. Yes, yes, very.
Aww.
That's great. Yeah, really cool.
And welcome back, everybody. John McCormick, Craig Coughlin, Greg Ficarra, happy to be with you. Well, Greg's not here, but
He'll be back.
He'll be back from Woodbridge High as we
How about that
get
harvest
started
moon?
for the second half. Yeah, how about that harvest moon? There it is. Look at the size of that, John. It's pretty impressive.
That is pretty cool, isn't it?
It is very cool. Only, I think the first time in a decade, I think I read today, that we had a harvest moon like that.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, we had the solar eclipse. Now we have a harvest moon. We've got everything going for us.
They're going extreme floods.
Except the Yankees are tied. They're up 8-3. Now it's 8-8. That's not good.
No, that's not good.
Kennedy and
Floods,
Woodbridge are tied
and
also.
Hurricanes.
Yeah, floods, wildfires, and hurricanes.
Let's get going.
And earthquakes.
So, anyway, first half that was candidly not very well played, right?
Not a good football game so far.
Too many penalties, a lot of balls left on the turf. So, but the score is same. Just 2 scoring plays in the first quarter with 2:05 left to go. Nick Nyers ran one in from 44 yards away.
And how about Patrick Petro, my man?
How about that?
Homecoming king.
Homecoming king.
And the fans loved him. I heard he got more votes than everybody else combined. Everybody wanted Patrick Petro to be the homecoming king. And the principal was telling me even some of the guys nominated said, look, if I win, just let me give it to Patrick.
Really?
That's how much that little guy means to this school.
That's fantastic.
Oh.
And that's you know what?
What it's all about.
That's what makes you know that.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if that's on purpose.
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, whistle blows. Tell you what, also gives you a lot of hope for the, the next generation of kids, right?
Here,
nice,
yeah,
really nice kids.
This fact that the kids in the school did that is remarkable.
So good for them. Good for him. Good for Patrick. He's going to have a special night in May, I guess, or June, or whenever the prom is. Probably around May, right?
Usually middle of May, yeah. I don't think that was on purpose, that kick, by the way.
I think it kind of got.
If you're going to kick an onside kick, you wouldn't kick it 30 feet in the air.
Yeah. Jump ball.
But somebody was.
Kennedy has one. Again,
sorry, Woodbridge was offside. Luckily.
Kennedy has a touchdown as well. That's
going to go. No, it's not out of bounds.
By quarterback David Lee. Laycock gets it and still on his feet. And now he gets brought down at about the 32-yard line. And that's where the Mustangs will go to work to start the second half.
See if either team comes out with any new wrinkles here after halftime.
Well, you got to wonder if they're going to make what kind of adjustments they might make, right?
Yeah.
Well, the inside game seems to be working for both. The outside game doesn't. All the sweeps are getting contained.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of running side to side on those sweep plays.
Yeah, not a lot of gains.
North and south.
First and 10, 32.
Second half just underway here. Inside, no. Lee fakes the handoff, now finds a couple of
Picks up about 4.
Yeah, picks up about 4. Lee has the only touchdown for the Mustangs. He scored the second quarter.
So as the Kennedy guy goes in motion, nobody moves on the Woodbridge defense.
It's because every time he does, he comes and he lines up right next to the quarterback.
Right.
I think
it's like they know he's going to do it because they don't. It's not like they're adjusting to the movement before the ball snap. Go ahead, Greg. Sorry.
Wait till after the snap of the ball.
Second 6. Lee surveys the field. Carter comes in motion. Now they're going to fake the handoff inside this time. Lee keeps it. Some nifty footwork there and gets himself out to about the 41, and so it'll bring up third and
about a yard.
About a yard.
I think getting back to that motion by the Mustangs, it appears that Woodbridge might be in a zone. So even when they go in motion, they're kind of balanced on that side of the board, and somebody else will pick them up if they go out to cover it. So that's why I think you don't see a lot of adjustments on defense.
So you would know that since you played high school and college football.
Well, I was a lineman, so don't give me too much credit, but that's just what it looks like.
Smith comes, lines up again. And let's see, he's
Nothing
going to be
doing.
stopped
He's
short of the
They're gonna
first
have to
down. In
punt.
fact, he lost the yard on that play. Good defense by the middle of the
Looks like number
Barron
33 there for the Barons pointing the other way. That's
Fifth.
Antoine Hall.
And Antonio Pristine Lopez, number 58, came up with the ball. But
So 2 good runs for Woodbridge and then stopped short.
4th and 1.
Mustang's offensive line lined up very tight on that play. The gap between the linemen was very small. So I don't know if that was by design or just happened to be the way they lined up.
Glover back to receive. Lee, and then we got an offside. That's going to be a first down. So the problems continue. Yeah, Jay Bruce hit a home run. That stinks.
Yeah, made it 8-8. The Mets are still killing us.
Right.
They had Bruce. They were about to trade him to the Yankees. They thought better of it, and they traded him to the Indians. He won the first game with 3 RBIs in a 4-0 game, and now tied the game late with a homer.
First and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball resting on the 46-yard line. Lee takes it, fumbles it a little bit.
Ooh,
good hit.
Quick hit hard.
Throw to Carter. I wonder if the timing wasn't thrown off a little bit by that, by the difficulty that Lee had in handling the play. Watch, he kind of bounces out of his hands.
It had to be a play like that.
So he has to pick it up. No, Lee was there. Carter was there.
That's he got a pretty big hit, but you know those hits hurt a lot less when you catch the ball.
Yeah.
2nd and 10.
Inside handoff to Carter. He goes around the corner, picks up 5 and more. Gets down, keeps on his feet, gets down into Barron territory to about the 47.
We've seen that play before, but most of the time the
yeah.
quarterback keeps the ball.
Carter came into the game as the 3rd leading rusher for JFK. 19 carries for 56 yards, averaging a little under 3 yards a carry. Garcet was the 2nd leading rusher and leading receiver. We haven't seen much from him. Now Mustang's going to pass.
Long open, wide open, nobody near him.
There's Carter, and he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. A 48-yard connection from Lee to Carter, and the Mustangs take a 13-7 lead.
There's a very critical extra point here now.
On for the extra point.
That's good. Kick is up
It's
high.
Hafez, it's
right
up,
down
and
the middle.
it is good. So he's 2 for 2.
So we mentioned Patrick Petros, the homecoming king. Amber Cotto, or is it Cotto or Cotto? Cotto is the homecoming queen for 2018.
Let's see this touchdown
Let's
one
see
more
how
time.
wide open he was. Something broke down.
He takes it.
Well, there's
takes
third
a couple
guy.
of steps
The
wide
third
open.
guy. The first 2 guys
Goes
cleared
a little
it.
bit behind it, but Carter is so wide open. I'm sorry, that's Merced.
Amber's a member of Student Council and the
apologize.
Safety Ambassador
Garcet.
programs. I'm sorry. She hopes to be accepted to university to study nursing.
JFK quarterback did a nice job of stepping up in the pocket and buying a little bit more time on that play too. And then he had the vision to see that guy wide open. So very nice, good blocking by the offensive line.
I said we hadn't seen that. I got that number wrong. It is tough to see those silver numbers on the white uniforms from here. That's the 7th reception. Well, at least he came into the game with 6 for 101 yards. That would be his longest and his first touchdown of the season. Sorry, John.
That's okay. I'll read some of the nominees. Get them mentioned on International Network TV, TV 35. Good return out to the over 40. Andrew Fuentes is one of the King nominees, varsity soccer captain, member of the National Honor Society. You Got Brains, Heroes and Cool Kids, and the student ambassador programs. He wants to study to be an actuary. Nobody wants to study to be an actuary.
It's a tough major.
Oh, man. You better be good with math.
So the Barons get the ball on the 40. I'm sorry, John.
That's okay.
41-yard line.
Samantha Neds is a varsity soccer player, part of the National Honor Society. Freshman mentors Heroes and Cool Kids, Woodbridge School of Dance, certified EMT with the Port Reading First Aid Squad, and she wants to become an occupational therapist.
And that's a new quarterback in the game. Pitch to Glover. Turns it up.
Wow, nice tackle there by Leacock.
Yeah, Leacock made a nice play. I think that's a new quarterback, right?
I don't think so.
Looked like number 13 as opposed to number
no, 13. If you can see that, man, you're good. 13 is a quarterback, Charles Sulcy. That's the guy we mispronounced the last game.
Yeah, see, look at it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
There's a pitch. Nice move here. Now look at Leacock. Plays off the block. Really nice. If he had cut that back inside, he might have had some more yardage.
Great open field tackle by that defender.
Inside handoff this time.
Nothing doing.
Yeah, nothing there. Nice stop by the interior line. Number 4, I see getting off the pile. That's Alex Kalman.
Curtis Nesbitt's also a nominee. He's a varsity basketball player, a member of Stars, and he wants to attend college to be a business major. Brittany Saw is a varsity cheerleader, senior class officer, National Honor Society, College Club, You Got Brains, Heroes and Cool Kids, and the prom committee, and she wants to major in financial business and accounting. That's my girl.
There you go. Woman after your own heart. Pitch to Glover. Cuts it back inside.
Finally, something works outside for them.
Yeah, and he showed great acceleration there, Greg.
Carried by Glover.
He really took up. All of a sudden, he was running downhill and gets into Mustang territory.
Aiden Kalenovic is a nominee for King, a 4-year varsity volleyball player, member of Student Council, Social Justice Club, Ecology Club. Let's see that again.
There's the pitch.
Good acceleration.
Yeah, right there. He's
good tackle. Who got that? Brittany's also the Female Empowerment Club. I'm sorry, Aiden, Female Empowerment Club, Woodbridge Youth Leadership
here comes
Council.
Glover to the right side this time.
Another run
Battles
by
forward, picks up about 8 on that play, down to the 38-yard line, 37-yard line.
What did the Barons eat at halftime?
Too. I don't know. Tight formation here.
Yeah.
Pitch to Nyer. Is it Nyer?
Number 8 on the
No,
tackle.
it's number 6. I'm sorry.
Smith.
Divine Santiago.
The first down on the play.
No huddle. Well, I mean, the quarterback went over to get the play from the sideline.
They're looking on their wristbands.
Yeah, we see that's the quarterback. New quarterback in the game, I think. Charles Sulcy, I should say.
So that's the coach, because I think we got that. That's the name we got wrong last time.
Hey, look at that. He almost like it was a touch football. It went down.
He's still up.
Looks like the play's almost stopped again, and then Glover gets tackled.
Man, Leacock is all over the place.
There was an early flag out there. I think it's on the Barons.
It looked like the teams were ready to stop a couple of times on that play, didn't it?
Yeah. I think somebody saw the flag at their corner of the eye, and then everybody hesitated.
Gabrielle D'Amelio is also a nominee, varsity soccer player, member of National Honor Society, Heroes and Cool Kids, Prom Committee, Vlog Club, participated in the 6-time state and 2-time national champion academy soccer program, Barons for Ben, and the breast cancer awareness
initiative. Let's take a look at
initiative.
this again. See if I'm right. Looks like at one point it looks like he goes left. He like bumps into the guy.
Flag goes out
So
early.
you see the pitch. And he like stops.
Touchdown.
It looks like they're kind of stopping. And no, he's just directing traffic there. Glover kind of creates some
First and
blocks.
15 for the Barons.
So 1st and 15 now for the Barons. Sulcy out of the shotgun. Sends Cooper in motion.
Nice play.
Inside.
Nice
That's
play.
Myers. He's got some room down to the 20. Cuts it back 15. Wrestles down at about the 11.
That's a run by
Now we
Myers.
get a flag after the play.
In the backfield, you would think it's against Woodbridge.
I think it's going to be like, yeah,
It might be
unsportsmanlike.
unsportsmanlike, yeah.
Unsportsmanlike on the defense.
Oh,
Hits it to go for the run. First
All
down.
right, 10 yards to the end. I didn't see what
It must have been
did.
physical because he threw it in the backfield, so it must have been physical
Yeah,
with a hit.
Let's see if we can see what it is.
That's the other play.
No, that's the
Yeah, that's
play
the play
before.
before. Yeah.
Nice tackle right
Leacock,
there.
man, he can play.
So the Barons now with a chance to tie. First and goal at the 7-yard line. Hand off to Glover. He's got some room. Goes on the outside. Touchdown! So Glover with a 7-yard touchdown run.
Glover with the touchdown.
Found some room around the right side and scampers in for the tying touch. Well, the potential tie for the touchdown, and it gives the Barons a chance to tie it.
If the end zone was 1 yard further, he wouldn't have made it. He got right in the corner. Big extra point, obviously.
Snap is down, the kick is up, and we got a whistle, but it's good. I mean, the shot
And
is
the
good.
kick is good.
14 up.
So we are all
Bringing us to the
tied.
14. The 14.
Another possible king was Cameron Christine, member of the soccer and track teams, as well as Heroes and Cool Kids in the Stars mentoring program. Here's the touchdown
There will be
again.
a girls basketball meeting on October 11th, 2:45 p.m.
Great job by the offensive
Right there,
line.
yep.
Just driving back
See,
that.
just barely made it in, but he got there. Cameron's also a soccer trainer at Valencia Soccer Academy. He hopes to attend the West Point Military Academy and become a federal air marshal after his military service. Queen nominee Sienna Caforio, member of the Ecology Club, and hopes to continue her interest in science with a career concerning environmental work. Eddie Nam Bradley for King is a member of the varsity football team, former band member, hopes to attend Rutgers, major in accounting, attain his CPA, and take care of his family in the future. He's 4 for 4, Rutgers, accounting, CPA, and family. That's my man, Eddie Nam Bradley.
So the Yankees get a leadoff hit from Frazier.
Yeah.
Sacrificed to second by Gardner.
Yeah.
Judge grounds out. Frazier to third. Sanchez strikes out onto the bottom of the ninth.
Ugh.
Short kick, and Laycock, he's everywhere, man. I'll tell you.
He is on fire.
Jerry
Sherry Daramola was also a nominee for Queen, but she's in Walt Disney World representing Woodbridge High School for a cross-country invitational.
Mustangs will be starting out on their own 40-yard
So the Mustangs
line.
had a lot more offense here in the second half. We had 2 touchdowns in the first half. We've had 2 here in the third quarter. 1 for each team, as you can see. 14 all, 4:57 to go. Mustangs with the ball as they start after the touchdown by Glover. 1st and 10 from about the 40. Smith comes in motion, stands behind Lee, gets the handoff, goes forward, good blocking, still on his feet, gets all the way out to about the 46-yard line. Pickup of about 14 on that play.
So the kicker who left Kennedy to go to Colonia is Gianfranco
By number 8,
Franco
Will
Teseo.
Smith.
Take a look at this again.
Tackled by
Nice
number
blocking
6,
by the interior
Divine
of the Kennedy
Santiago.
line. There's a hole, he finds it,
First down,
pounds his
Mustang.
way through it, and then gets upended.
I should have remembered that name because they were calling him Franco after the game. Gianfranco Teseo.
He can kick the ball out of the end zone on kickoffs.
Oh my goodness. You did that game with me?
Yeah.
I forgot if it was you or Kyle.
Lee's going to keep it. Got some room right up the
Big
middle.
run. Oh. The 2 guys joining each other. What's wrong with both of you?
Stopped there by number 3. That was Naina.
Kennedy's moving the ball, and they got a guy, John, with a Woodbridge guy threatening a penalty.
Carter and Glover going at each
First
other.
down on the 25-yard line for the Mustangs.
Good run.
Nice play to stand his ground there by Santiago. He waited.
Naini, a good play from behind to catch up to him.
Hand off to, I think it's Smith this time. He'll get a couple. Gets it down to about the 23-yard line.
They're still going.
Small game. Second down.
DeAndre Carter and Sean Glover.
2nd and 9 now for the Mustangs.
I have a lot to say to each other.
Going deep.
He's going to go deep
no
down
good,
the middle.
no good.
Double coverage there for
Double
covered. He was kind of blocked, but no call.
Time to go.
the intended receiver.
Attention, if anyone finds a wallet. A student lost their wallet. Name was Aiden Velez. Find an ID inside of it. Please return it to the announcement booth.
It's one of those plays. If the receiver made a real effort to continue to run, there might have been a flag on the play. But he stopped, and that was it.
3rd and 9, 4 down territory, I would think, for the Mustangs.
I think so. He takes it. He's going to keep it himself. Slips. Yeah, slips the tackle. Stays on his feet. Gets down to the 20, maybe the 19. That's going to bring up 4th and 4.
About halfway to the first down.
I think the Mustangs are going to go for it.
Tackle by Quasi Nyanya.
Big play here now with
Huge.
2 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Got to watch the
4th
long
down and
count
5 to go.
I think give him a good spot. It's 4th and 5.
He's got to be
Make some
back.
noise for your Barons defense.
He's back 4 yards.
Lee pulls the signals, takes the snaps, going to throw
Got
the
him.
ball. Complete to Garcet. He bounces off a tackler. He's going to have himself a first down.
So I saw Tracy Fudge before the game.
Oh, yeah? How was
Yeah,
it?
cool kid. Good. I said, you playing in college? He said, yeah, absolutely. Nice of him to come back.
Must have the week off, huh?
Yeah.
Take a look at this. Big 4th down play right here for the Mustangs. Lee gets it. Garcet makes a nice play. Now he avoids a tackle, picks up the first down, tries to fight for more. Sometimes you fight for more like that, you lose the ball.
Found a nice gap there in that secondary to get the first down.
Mustangs can get a first down. They need to get to the 3. Lee's going to keep it. Goes left, now goes right, then cuts it up the middle. Stumbles forward for the pickup of a couple. Lee's the leading rusher on the team. Came in with 76 carries for 364 yards, averaging 4.79 yards per carry. Got 1 touchdown. Garcet leads the team in touchdowns with 3. He has another one tonight.
2nd and 8 for the Mustangs.
Empty backfield. Now we get some motion. There's this handoff inside. There's some room. Gets down inside the 10. I think that's Howard.
Probably close to the 5, but not
Dennis
a first
Howard.
down. So it'll be 3rd and about 3 or 4.
Yep, Dennis Howard with the carry. It's going to be 3rd, yeah, and about 4. This
Probably 4 down territory here, too, because it
for
doesn't look like they have the kickers, really a field goal kicker.
well, he made the extra point.
That's true.
It's 2 for 2 in extra points, so pretty close to where extra point would be, right? You line it up at the 3, don't you? Or 2, so we'll see. Now we get a penalty flag, and somebody's going to be really disappointed. I didn't see it.
I think 2 guys were moving for the Mustangs.
Well, that'll.
No, I guess not.
They're pointing
Somebody
against
lined
Woodbridge.
up.
Neutral zone, defense. Half attention to the goal.
I'm not sure
That's a
that's
silly penalty.
Yeah. Let's see here. Going to give him a first down?
No, have to.
Oh. Well, they're on the 8.
You're right. No.
Depends on where they spot it.
No. They're just inside the 4, so there's probably a couple of. Less than a foot. Less than a foot.
It's going to be 3rd and less than a foot.
Leave the math to me, pal.
Well, I'm just trying to see where the guy puts the marker. That's not math.
Come on.
You're the guy who thought it was a first down, my friend.
Half is 4.
I know that. Handoff to Smith. I don't know that he got it.
He got the first.
I haven't seen the signal yet.
Oh, maybe not. Wow.
No, referee has not signaled it is, and so I think that's going to bring up another big 4th.
No, they mark it short. Wow, that was big.
Chapman pitching, 1 out. Kicking this on first.
Was Matanzas in the game yet?
Huh?
Can you tell if Matanzas was in the game yet?
I didn't ask.
Here's a big play.
Well, let's watch this.
Under a yard.
We see Lee up close and personal. Balls. First said, he's going to keep himself. Fakes it left. Goes up the middle. I think he's got it.
Got the first.
Referees didn't signal it yet, but I think they're going to. I think it is a first down. Still haven't signaled it yet, and I think they may call for a measurement here. Referee signal for some timeout with 7 seconds left on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, they're going to bring out the chains. This is a critical measurement right here.
It's the first time the chains came out today.
Yeah, all day long. The most inexact thing in all of sports. They collapse it, they stretch it out, and then they tell you missed by an inch.
They didn't get it.
He did not get it. And
wow.
It's Barron's ball.
That's a turnover on down.
We're far away, but that looked like a...
I thought he got it.
Yeah, not a very good spot to me, but we are far away.
So the Barons hold.
Dodged the bullet.
They take over at their own 4, but they'll take it. Mustangs look like they were destined for the end zone.
It would be fitting if this game ended in a tie.
Particularly after they got the penalty and made it 3rd and in inches from just outside the 4. Let's see
what. A lot of confusion now.
A lot of confusion. Barron's going to have to take a timeout.
They didn't have short 2 guys on the field when they lined up.
2 guys. You know,
that can't happen.
I know they're backed up, but sometimes timeouts are precious, and they become more precious as the game goes on.
We said it before. The first half, 4 of them kind of looked like they were wasted.
It would have been a 2-yard penalty.
They probably
for a delay game.
Oh yeah,
right.
In this situation, they probably have a big team that goes in. You know what I mean? A big. And they probably
jumbo package.
Yeah, they probably made the call on the sideline, and not everybody heard it, and that's what you get.
Still, but there were still only 10 guys in the field when the 11th guy was running off after the 2 guys ran out. So they had 8 on the field for the play.
Right.
How does that happen?
Because they probably switched up the package.
Yeah, but somebody's got to look around and start counting. There's 8 guys.
Well, they did. Just started too late.
It was just too late.
It seemed like it took way too long to realize that.
Power forward. Still on his feet. And nice gain there by the Barons to get that start. Picks up about 4, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We are all tied at 14. You will not want to miss the 4th quarter. Stay with us, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. As we start the 4th quarter, John McCormick, Greg Ficara, Craig Coughlin, happy to be with you on a beautiful Friday night at Woodbridge High. Here's the handoff.
First down.
And that's going to be a first down for the Barons. Who was that with the ball? Was that Nyers? No, might be Glover.
You talk about the inexactness of the chains. How about trying to find the same spot in the field when you change sides at the end of the quarter?
That's what I mean. It's the most inexact thing in all sports.
That's completely inexact. But we got Klepchik and his son on the job, so you know it's going to be done right.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
It's his dad?
My man, Mike Klepchik, over there with the Michigan shirt.
Mike Klepchik's a St. John's guy like me and you.
Yeah. Kid's one of our accountants in town hall. Good kid, good worker, smart kid.
Just got the word, Athletic Director Joe Ward, whose birthday tomorrow, said that the referee has been trying to flip his switch to get the sound on, and it's not coming on. So I'm not sure what the story is.
Well, let's stop the game and get that worked out. We got a penalty.
Yeah, I didn't see a flag even.
Well, we were chit-chatting.
Oh, look at that rush.
Extra innings. There's a big hole and a big gain for the Barons.
14, Keyshawn Glover.
All the way out to the 46-yard line.
That was a power formation. They had everybody on the line of scrimmage.
Watch the Kennedy guy. He timed it perfectly with his rush. Can't see it now.
Look at this formation they're in now. That's a running formation.
It is. Look at how tight they are.
And I believe they're in an unbalanced line to the right, which means they have an extra man on the line of scrimmage.
You think that's what caused Kennedy to call a timeout?
Yeah, that's a formation they haven't seen.
Again, it's just like the first half. There's another timeout that doesn't seem, who knows? I mean, we're not in the field, but they're precious, and it doesn't seem like they're being used for emergent situations.
The official attendance for this evening is 2,819.
2,819 people here tonight, right?
How can they say that?
Were they?
Did you make up the number or what? Did you count them? He counted them. All right, that's it. 2,819 people. Does that count players and band?
Just count. Make sure they're right. There's 1, 2.
Don't tempt me.
Leave it. Don't anything with numbers. Don't challenge them.
Well, it'll be okay if they didn't keep moving around. That would make it a little tricky. That'll heighten the degree of difficulty. Here come the Barons back out onto the field now, and they're joined by the Mustangs. 14 all. This one's going to the wire, my friends. 11:34 to go. Just underway. Fourth quarter. Barons with the ball on the march.
Wow, what a good play. What a good play.
Nyers breaks the tackle. Still on his feet down the sideline. 35 down to about the 31-yard line. A big gain by the Barons.
21-yard gain.
Another Barons first down.
That was an inside counter where the motion starts going in one direction and the ball comes back in the other direction. And that really fooled the defensive line of the Mustangs. Everybody went to the left and the runner came back to the right, and that's what happened.
You know, I just realized Jay Calhoun's not here calling the game.
Inside to Nyers. He pounds it forward, and we got a penalty flag.
What else is new?
Nyers picked up about 4 on that play, but let's see what we got.
Against the Barons.
Let's go back a play and see the Nyers run. See how long he stayed on his feet.
Watch how everything starts one
yeah.
way.
Wide open hole.
Nice fake, too.
You think he stopped there? He's not. Think he's out of bounds there? He's not. Think he stopped there, and he finally is. Down toward the 30.
Penalty against the Barons here now.
And it'll push it back. Make it 1st and 20.
Back in that power formation again.
I'll say good. The Glover, he slips a tackle. Tries to get the outside. He had about one man to beat.
That was a great play.
Carter ran him out of bounds. Carter and Glover been jawing at each other all day long. Glover gave him a little pat in the head that time.
Yeah, those two guys, number 2 and number 2, they've been at it all game.
And they like each. Maybe they know each other. I mean, all these kids know each other. They play in the same leagues.
Let's see Glover again.
Watch the formation. It's a running formation. No wideouts.
Slips through the tackle there. Carter gets him out of bounds. Here comes Santiago again, left side this time. Gets inside the 20, down to about the 17.
Probably got the first down. And then some.
Another Barons first down.
Now the Mustangs were down here before towards the end of the third quarter, and the Barons managed to stop them on 2 plays from the 4. when it was 3rd and inches. Let's see if the Mustang defense can stiffen now.
They're still packed
I
tight.
formation. Yep. Hand off to Nyers. He's hitting the backfield and is going to be dropped there for loss of a yard.
2nd and 10.
They give him they give him back to the original line, or back to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like they're changing their personnel to go back to a regular formation.
Exactly. The big guys are out.
Yeah, I think they're in an unbalanced line when they go on that.
There's a little screen play. Glover down to the 15, to the 10, cuts it back. Nice cutback. Says, oh, put the ball on the turf. And I think the Mustangs have it. That was a nice cutback by Glover. He got inside the 5, was headed. I don't know if he would have made the end zone, but he was going to get right near the goal line, and then he put the ball on the turf.
Once again, it's how he holds the ball.
Now it's going to be Woodbridge ball. I don't know how they managed to cover it. It looked like it went right into the hands of the
I want to see that
JFK's players. Here we go. Let's take a look at this again. See a little screen play. Makes a nice cutback here.
Really accelerated.
He's headed, and then boom, it goes down. How did those two guys not get it?
There you go. 74 got it.
Yeah, and good hustle there. And there's
Matthew
a touchdown while we were watching the replay. Touchdown Barons.
Touchdown, Barons.
Let's see who it was. I think it's Nyers. I think it was Nyers.
We'll have to see that one again.
It's Nyers on a 1-yard touchdown run.
Touchdown by Nyers.
Now the all-important extra point. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it's good.
I'll tell you, I've not seen a lot of games where there have been 5 straight extra points.
Correct.
Usually they're the margin of difference.
Yeah, we see it a lot of times. So, who's that? Nieves is the kicker, right? Oh no, it's Holgar Alcivar.
Oh, that's a C. I've been calling him Eliavar. Alcivar, my bad.
Here we see that touchdown again. They think they should.
Did he take the handoff? I mean,
yeah, he took the handoff.
Take the snap.
Just great effort right there.
Yeah, that was. He was stood up, but he kept pushing.
So with 2 outs, Bird walks, base hit by Hicks, 1st and 3rd Yankees. Headley grounds out. Go to the bottom of the 10th.
The way it's going, we might catch the end of the game.
All right.
Now the Mustangs have to answer. Short kick, taken at about the 30 or 28. Got some room. That's Laycock. He has done a terrific job all game long.
He's everywhere, offense, defense, and special teams.
20 is going to spot it right on the 50, so that makes it about a 22-yard return. And right at midfield.
LeVar Brown on the kickoff team. Thierry Cooper also. First and 10 for the 50. You get the feeling that the Mustangs have to score here because they might not get the ball back.
Throw out to into the flat.
Quick screen, that's called.
That's 2 or 3. It's 2, so that's Carter.
That's Carter. The game got 7 yards. Second down.
Second down now.
It's
pick up about 7 on that play. I'm sorry.
No, it's critical that the quarterback really throws that ball hard, because if he lobs it, it gives the defenders a chance to pick it off, and then there's nobody there. It's off to the races. So that was a well executed play.
Nice play. That's
He's off to the races.
and he's not
Touchdown,
going to get caught. 10-5, touchdown, Mustangs.
Another very well thrown pass, right on the money.
A nice pass by Lee.
I take back what I said. I didn't expect 2 JFK plays to lead to a touchdown, so there's plenty of time left.
Good route to split the defenders. Very good route.
Exactly.
If we can see that again, you can see how he came right in between the 2 zones.
Yep, and then and he was off to the races. Laycock deserved that, man.
He's at a monster night.
Yeah, he's had a monster night, offensive, defensively.
Now that Tom Delassalle giving him a chest bump. Boy, it looks like he has his arm in a sling.
Critical extra point attempt. Kick is up, and it is good.
It is good. Wow. It was hard to see from the corner.
Let's take a look at that touchdown. Nice pass on the money, splits the defenders, and nobody's going to catch him now. 40,
taking care of the ball on the way in.
Fastest drive of the night.
Yeah.
Dr. Swan must not be too busy down there.
Yeah.
Everybody's healthy. What he said on the bottom.
Oh, that's the kid that dislocated 2 fingers last week?
Oh, yeah, that's what he said. The kid, yeah, he dislocated 2 fingers last week. And
he caught a touchdown this week.
Yep, and he went back in the game. Dr. Swan reduced the dislocations.
According to the JFK stats, that's first. Laycock came in the game with no reception. So
really,
yeah. So may want to throw to him some more.
Yeah. Quarterback did a nice job of staying in the pocket there too. He was being rushed.
3rd passing touchdown of the year for the Mustangs, and we got it. Now we got us a barn burner, right? 7-7 at halftime. The extra point string continues. That's something you don't see in high school.
Not at all.
Another short kick.
Catch that on the fly.
On the ground, and wisely they just fall on it.
That's one of those plays where somebody should have said, "I got it."
Yeah. The kickoffs and the punts have been not good all night, both sides. No depth on the kickoffs.
No.
No height or depth on the punts.
Gotten a few good rolls on the punts, but that's about it.
But yet all 6 extra points were good. Barons with like a nice long sustained drive now.
Inside handoff. Pickup of about 5. Both teams moving the ball now.
Yeah, a whole different half from the first half.
I think they were in an unbalanced left on that play.
75, Jordan Harris is a big dude. He's listed at 6'5", 310.
That's a big guy.
Unbalanced line, left again, closest to our side.
Hand off to Glover. He's met in the back by pretty much the entire student body of JFK.
Cabrera, Amir Perry, and Divine Santiago in now for the Barons. Gary Cooper now comes in and goes wide right.
2 receivers left, 1 right.
So good. Oh, he got hop.
Laycock
defending again. Punting team now in for the Barons. Antonio Preston Lopez, Kashawn Clausel, Antoine Hall. Here's the punter.
Oops.
Penalty.
That may be delayed.
Oh, yeah, delayed.
No.
Neutral zone. It's 5 yards. It won't be enough for a first.
No.
They'll still have
But
the
it'll
punt.
help. It'll help. The Barons. It's going to be against the Barons.
No, against the Mustangs. And now look, they're putting everybody back in. Are they going to go for it on 4th and 2?
Yep.
They are.
Putting the big boys back in.
Wow, this
With
is a gutsy
6:42
call
to
here.
go. Betting on his defense, right? Saying if I don't get it, you guys are going to stop him.
And they're going to that unbalanced formation.
I did not think that would be enough to make them go for it, but it was.
Big 4th and 2 play. Barons ready to gamble. Out of the shotgun. Solse takes the snap, pitches it to Glover. He cuts it back inside. He's got the first down and more. Falls forward. Across the 45 out to the 46. And how big was that penalty?
Gutsy call by Kevin Coleman, head coach of Woodbridge.
Yep. Let's take a look at this. So we see reverse. Kind of fumbled it, but Mezzo able to hold on.
Alex Calmore forced him inside.
Good blocking on that play.
3 wide receivers left. Another pitch inside. Goes. Santiago still on his feet. Still on his feet. Inside the 30 to the 25. What a run there by Divine Santiago.
Almost 30 yards on the ground there. First down.
It was a saving tackle by number 57 there. Russell
Van Loo.
Yeah. Because he was off. He was 1 tackle away.
Official timeout.
So the sweeps are working this half. They weren't working in the first half.
So we got a timeout. Well, you talked about this earlier, Greg, and the need to stay hydrated. It's a warm night. It's a humid night. As you said, so many of these.
Now, is that the center practicing or is that the quarterback practicing over there?
My guess is it's the center, right? I think the center
is he this
was the guy
backup
who
center?
was hurt. Yeah.
Check that last play again.
For an angle this time. You see Santiago. Goes down the sideline. Lowers his shoulder and cuts it back and keeps on going. That was a heck of a run by Santiago.
Number 4 forced him in, Calmar, and then Van Loo did the rest, but not after 30 yards.
I think it was the number 55. It looks
that
like.
must have been the center. I didn't see him. He came down.
Job.
Might be the most important position on the field. You can't snap that ball into play. The play don't start.
Were you a center by any chance?
No,
Greg?
no, offensive tackle.
Okay.
Great respect for the boys in the middle, though.
I was a backup center on the St. Cecilia's Golden Knights when I was 9 and 10.
And then what happened?
I got cut when I was 8. I got cut when I was 11. And didn't try it when I was 12.
All right, 1st and 10. Okay, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 Barons. At the 25-yard line. Or 26-yard line, I should say. Solse takes the snap, fakes the handoff, now hands it inside. Nyers down to the 20, to the 15.
He's got it first.
Down to the 14.
Flag.
And we got another flag on the play.
For crying out loud. That play's worked well for the Barons all this half.
Holding against the Barons.
Indians have first and second with 2 outs. Takes it all the way back to the 37.25 line and brings up. Let's see where they gotta go. First and 20, and there's a fumble. Solse falls on it.
That was smart.
But the Barons lose another 9 yards on that play.
Wow, they got.
They bring up 2nd and 29.
Yep.
Second and long for the Rams.
Yankees get out of the 11th, or get out of the inning, and they head to the 11th. Inside handoff. Now Glover cuts it right, cuts it back up, gets over the 40 down to about the 38-yard line. Nice run there by Glover. Pickup of about 7. They're still going to bring up 3rd and 21. 3rd and 20.
And they were in this position early in the game and they punted down inside the 10. So if they don't get this, my guess is they
4:23 to go.
Same thing.
Each team with 2 timeouts left. Signal's going to throw it out to the left side.
Oh boy, he had a chance.
Intercepted.
That was a 6 right in front of Alex Kalmar.
Alex
Almost had it.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Nobody in front. That's right. Exactly what you were talking about. Because he kind of lofted that ball out there. Didn't have it. It wasn't on a straight line. And Kalmar almost got there.
He was a split second late.
So he kind of floats on him. And Kalmar was a half step sooner.
He knew it. Oh boy.
He knew he had a touchdown. So now the Barons will punt. I'll say into kick. Carter waits at about the 10. Right for the kick. Good kick this time.
Let it go.
He's gonna let go.
Oh, a little too far.
The end zone. So
that's a break for Woodbridge. Yeah, that's a big break.
Break for Kennedy, I think, isn't it?
Oh, what am I saying?
Bring it out to the 20, and that's where they will start.
You know, defensive secondary coaches will say when that ball is in the air, it's anybody's ball.
Right.
You know, and that was a perfect example. That could have been a game changer right there.
Well, even if he had a lot of real estate in front of him, even if he doesn't make it to the end zone, it's a game changer.
Yeah.
All right, so Mustangs, 3:56 to go, 2 timeouts. $80 yards away. We don't know what their kicker's distance is. Seen him make 3 extra points. Lee keeps it, and he'll lose 6 yards.
See, their story about the Patrick Petro getting the homecoming king is Greg Tafaro, the really good sports writer for the Home News Tribune. Could have covered Piscataway Sayreville tonight, which was the two biggest teams in the county.
Right.
They're playing each other, but he wanted to be here to cover Patrick Petro getting the homecoming king. You know, Greg lost his daughter a year ago or so to cancer at 13 years old.
He did not know that. Wow.
Very rough tragedy there, but he's just such a good guy. He's an amazingly good writer.
Second and 12. Lee's going to keep it.
That didn't work
either.
So the Barons might get the ball back in good field position if they can't do something here, which means a 3rd and 15. It does seem like poetic justice if the game ends in a tie.
Well, there's overtime, remember.
Oh, right, of course. What are the rules?
I think they're like college football rules, aren't they?
Yeah, they start, I think, on the 15, and they get a chance to match each other.
Well, that'll be exciting if that happens. I've never called an overtime game ever.
Out to the flat. That's Howard. Gets that flag in the backfield.
A late flag. That was a late flag, so it might be.
It might not
roughing
be
the passer.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Good call, John. Roughing the passer. That's going to be an automatic first down, I believe.
Yep.
In the pros, it is. The automatic first down. Let's see what happens now.
We can't see it. We see the guy on the ground. Yeah.
2:27 to go. I'll march this off. Yeah, let's see what we got. We got a different angle this time. He takes the snap, throws it out now. Oh, way late.
Wow.
Way late.
Yeah, that was one of the safety issues. That player was not ready to protect himself from that hit. So.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the player didn't know that he threw the ball.
The ball was gone from his hands for probably almost a 2 count.
And now maybe Woodbridge won't
all
get
the
the
way
ball
out
back.
to the 36-yard line, and the Mustangs now with a big break.
They can run the clock out here.
Lee takes it, gets some pressure in the backfield. Nice play, darting through there to make that tackle. That's number 50. Sean Clausel. Clock continues to run. 2nd and 10. Kennedy doesn't seem like they're in any sort of
No, they
a
might be
rush.
content with taking their chances in overtime.
I guess they don't want to make sure Woodbridge doesn't get the ball with too much time left. Woodbridge might want to take a timeout anyway. Bounces the snap. Lee's going to catch it and stay on his feet. Now finally the whistle blows, but they lose another 3 yards on it. This hasn't been a great possession at all for the Mustangs.
No, there have been a lot of recovered fumbles by the other team, but there's been a lot of times the ball's been on the ground, recovered by the fumbling team.
So the clock continues to go.
I bet there's been 10 times the ball's on the ground.
Woodbridge doesn't call a timeout here. 3rd and 14. 55 seconds to go. And there's
a flag on the field that they didn't pick up.
Hurt on the sideline. See the ice pack on his knee. And
see that flag there between the 20 and the 25?
Lee drops back. He's looking long. Now he'll tuck it under and he'll get taken down.
Waited too long.
Timeout, Barons.
Now the Barons call timeout, but there's only 37 seconds to go.
That center for the Barons that was injured a few plays back is still on the sideline.
That's Michael Jobe.
Mustangs will have to punt. Bring up 4th
you play
and 14.
for a return or you play for a block?
I think I might play for the block.
I think I'd play for the return if I got Glover.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I'd go for the return at this point.
Glover is very elusive.
Yeah, but there hasn't been
the kicks haven't
been good. They haven't been fielded cleanly. They come off at an odd angle.
Yeah, the kicking game for both teams has been abysmal, except for the extra points.
There hasn't been any real pressure on it. Remember, he's a rugby style guy, or a modified rugby style guy, I guess.
Well, Glover can't make a mistake. He's got to field it or get the heck away from it. There's no high punch. You can take your time and judge. It's all, like you say, line drive rugby.
They're going to play for the return.
I'd kick it away from him.
And he does.
Punt. Going to bounce at the 35, take a Kennedy roll. Goes down to the 25, down to the 24, and with 25 seconds to go, the Barons will get the ball at their own 24-yard line.
There's
and
a
they
flag.
need to go 76 yards in 25 seconds.
There's a flag on the field over there between the 30 and the 25.
Let's see what that's about.
It's not a yellow flag, though. It's weird.
It's a red flag.
Yeah.
Maybe that's to mark where the ball on. I don't know.
I give up.
Players dropped
it's a player towel that fell. Maybe that's what the last one was, too. Maybe it wasn't a flag. No one's making an attempt to pick it up. Hand off up the middle.
On the ground.
And that's it. We'll go to overtime.
Somebody called the time.
18 seconds to go.
Well, they did. You're right. They did. I don't think they had any left.
2nd and 7, but it's the 18 seconds that matters more. 5.
So the Yankees Indians are extra innings, and the Kennedy Woodbridge is overtime.
Yankees got a break. Cleveland threw it away. Frazier went to second. Gardner went to bunt, pulled it back. Torrey Reyes got picked off second.
Oh.
Nobody out.
I wonder if Torreyes, he must have been pinch running.
Yeah, it was for Frazier. So we'll say out of the gun, gives it to Glover. Here we go. That'll probably
just hold the ball.
Be the last play of the regulation with 10 seconds to go. Barons don't look like they're in any hurry. It'll be 3rd and 3, but they're just going to let the clock run out, and we will head to overtime.
You ever call an overtime game?
I think we have.
I don't think I ever did.
So, at the end of regulation, we are all tied at 21. And we will head to overtime. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Stay with us, everybody. There's no clock.
Coach Casey just told us. I'm sorry, go ahead, Craig.
They will then rotate. So whichever team defends the first series, if we're still tied, will then go on offense first. And after 2 rounds of that, the teams will have to go for 2 points after a touchdown. So,
Coach Casey told us that this is Kennedy's 3rd overtime game out of 5 games. The first 2 games of the year, they split 1-1. They beat Red Bank in overtime and lost to Carteret in overtime.
I think they lost to Carteret by a point, if I'm not mistaken. I think
then that wasn't the right game.
Can they?
Yeah, I think so. I think they lost to Carteret by a point, right?
Can they advance a turnover?
Oh no, it was by a touchdown. Sorry. Can they advance a
turnover? If they intercept the ball, can they run it back for a touchdown, pick up a fumble?
Yes, I believe they can.
Then it would be game over instantly.
Barons get the ball first.
Uh-oh.
And there's a fumble. Barons fall on it, but they lose about 9 yards in that process.
Woodbridge guy stayed down for an extra couple seconds, and Alan Hill, the Kennedy guy, went over and put his hand out and pick him up. You like to see that.
9-yard loss, and so that'll bring up 2nd and 19. Glover has a chat.
Throw 3 straight now.
Kennedy looks a little out of sync on defense. But they get it straight up. Inside handoff to Nyer. He stays on his feet and then gets pulled down. He'll get it back beyond the original line of scrimmage. Or not for the original line of scrimmage, beyond the line of scrimmage, picks up about 2 on that.
3rd and 18. He's got to throw the ball. I'm surprised at that call at 2nd and 19.
And now Hinkle comes back in to play quarterback, presumably. I guess he might. That tells me coach thinks he has a better arm. Out of the shotgun, Nyers standing alongside of him, takes the snap, fades back, looking, still some time, got a lot of time, throwing right. Now he throws down the middle of the field, intended for Glover, but he was double covered.
Nyers is open.
Guy in the corner was
wide open. Number 23. That's Jesus Cabrera.
Glover had 3 guys on him.
I think that's 23. Cabrera was wide open in the corner. So on 4th and 19, the Barons will go for it again. It would be a ball's on the
play.
The ball's back in a quarterback, I think, and he gets thrown down. Nope, it's
I think that was Russell Van Loo again. I think they got that one.
Yeah. So now the Mustangs will get the ball and a chance to win the game.
Well, they need a field goal. See that play again.
It takes the ball, doesn't have much time, gets pressure almost immediately. Can't get set up, and now he gets.
Oh no, it's 64 for JFK. That was Jason Suero.
Got a big mid on him and
nice
dragged
job.
him down. Nice play by Suero. Let's see what the Mustangs can do. 1st and 10 from the Barron 25. Howard goes in motion. Inside handoff to him. He'll go around the corner, and we got a flag.
Another flag. 2 flags.
Pickup of only about 2.
Holding.
Flag on play.
Flags and fumbles and bad kicks.
Oh my.
Gotta start chucking it up there.
Sanchez flies
Offense,
out.
take your penalty from the spot. First down.
Sanchez flies out to lead off the 11th for the Yankees.
Took overtime for the referee's thing to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1st and 21.
Maybe it just took him that long to find the right button. 3 wide receivers right, 2 left. Nobody in motion.
Oh,
Pass
hit
out
before he throws it.
Laycock picks it up.
That's 50 what? Let's see.
That's incomplete.
50, I think. Yeah, that was number 50, Keshawn Clausel.
I think the ball goes forward, and that's why it's not a fumble. Let's see if we have another look at that. It was close. Laycock did the right thing, scooping it up and trying to make, start to move, because that ball was backwards. It would have been a lateral, and therefore it would have been a free ball. He barks out the signals, takes it, steps back, throws it
Going all the way.
down the
He's
right
got
side.
3. Oh, is it a catch? No.
Garcet can't come up with the ball. Nice diving
man.
attempt there by.
Almost. But that's what they have to do. 2 more shots like that.
Even Garcet.
Let's see it again.
Almost.
He beats his man.
Just a little bit long. Oh. Maybe not even. Lee gets it, throws it out to the right side. This time Laycock with it at the 25, down to the 20. Going to be short by about 5 yards of the first down.
A much more manageable first down. Probably be 7.
4th down and got 7. The Mustangs. I think they're trying for a 5th.
Nicely thrown ball.
Yeah, really was.
How many are they really going for a field goal? No.
No.
Divine Santiago and Quasi Nina.
They are?
They are.
They are going to try the field goal
Oh, my
attempt.
goodness.
The ball will be spotted at the 28. It'll be a 38-yard attempt. Faz is perfect from, and the kick is up.
No.
And it is no good.
No good.
Not by much. Didn't miss by much. So they had more of a kicker than we thought.
Yeah, he's more range than he thought.
Let's see how much he missed by.
It's longer than his kickoffs. He had, that would have been, I think it might have been long enough. It just went a little wide. I think it was long enough.
I couldn't tell. Now Woodbridge goes back on offense.
I think they rotate. I think JFK gets the ball
that's right.
again.
That's right. JFK stays there. You're right. You said that before.
So the Mustangs will start again at the 25. This is a better overtime system than the pros, if you ask me.
By rotating it?
Yeah, I like this. Very exciting. Yankees go to the 12th.
Betances must be in by now.
He is, yeah. He was pitching.
1st and 10, 25-yard line. Second round of overtime.
Lee takes it, hands off to, no, he keeps it, fake the handoff to Smith, and then loses 2. Nice play there by number 58. That's Antonio Pristine Lopez.
I don't get the impression they're going to do this by the ground. I think they got to throw the ball.
Well, they've shown some ability
They almost
to
had
do
that
that.
30-yard gain there.
You know, I'd try to
Put him at
find
the 2.
Leacock, man. He has had some game. He split the defender, remember, for that touchdown.
Yeah,
and
I don't know why they're
made
running
that
it.
big catch. Leacock comes wide right.
One-on-one coverage out there.
Smith goes in motion. Now he'll stop. Low snap. Quick pass to Leacock.
Oh,
It's behind him.
just a split second behind him.
Leacock took the hit.
Yeah, he came up sore. You could tell he's holding his ribs.
And here we go. 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
They tried a field goal attempt from
Closer than
about
this.
here.
Oh, yeah. No, closer than this.
A little bit closer. Gonna throw the ball again. Pressure from the outside. Dances away. Throws it down to the end zone. There's
No good.
Hit out of the hands of Garcet. Maven Garcet had the ball. Slipped through. Good defensive play there, too.
That's what I mean. They're getting open.
Barons. Now, let's take another look at that.
Just how open he was.
Whatever. Nice play there to have that 6th sense. And he lofts it up there. A little behind him. He has to come back. Has it in his hand, but good timing on a defensive hit. And they're going to go for it this time on 4th down. I was wondering if they're going to go for a field goal, you'd think they'd try to pick up some yardage on that rather than go for the touchdown. He throws it out, intended for Leacock up high. Leacock. Incomplete, and now the Barons will get the ball and a chance to win.
2 in a row. That is interesting because now they got two offensive series in a row to get a score.
Correct.
Very interesting.
Now, if they don't score the next time, if they do, I mean, it doesn't have as much application in high school since the kicking is so different. In college, what would happen? It's more meaningful because they have, not this time, Barons would have a chance to go for the extra. Well, if they score a touchdown, they win.
Well, this is now sudden death or no?
Well, it is for if Woodbridge scores.
Right now
win.
it is, yeah. But if Woodbridge doesn't score and then Woodbridge does score, do they get a chance to tie?
Yes. But Woodbridge would have to go for 2 on the next possession, which, as I said, is more meaningful in college where you have to make a harder decision.
Looks like a motion there.
Hand off to Glover. He finds room up the middle, powers forward past the 20 down to about the 17. Good start to this one.
Yep, absolutely.
2nd down.
I wonder if we'll see what kind of kicker Woodbridge has.
whistle before the play starts. So
timeout, Kennedy.
Yeah. Mustangs call timeout.
The scoreboard has two timeouts for Kennedy, none for Woodbridge. That's not right.
Yeah. They may get 2 in overtime, but I'm not sure. Let's see what Kennedy can draw up now. Second and 3 for the Barons. Full house backfield now. Inside handoff to Nyers. He's got the first down.
Got the first easy.
Gets down to about the 13. This is shaping up good for the Barons. They can get another first down.
Is there a clock between plays?
No. Oh, yeah. There's a play clock.
Yeah, you still have your 30 seconds on the play clock.
But there's no game
clock. They're not keeping them on the scoreboard, so the rest must be keeping it.
Inside handoff again to Nyers. Hit at the line of scrimmage, but still keeps powering forward. Gets down close to the 10. Let's call it the 11.
Still have the ability to get a first down.
Yep. And get it the first down at about the 3. Salse in the quarterback. Glover and Nyers in the backfield. Tight formation, Greg, as you pointed out. Now they give it to Glover. Nice hole off the left side. Still on his feet. Brought down just inside the goal line.
First and goal.
First and goal, Barons.
First and goal for Woodbridge.
Barons going no huddle now. JFK not ready to give it to Glover. He powers forward for the game-winning. Nope. Thought he got in. Nope. Didn't. Sorry.
See nothing yet.
Kennedy very fortunate there. They were not ready.
Not ready.
They were not set.
No. That's a good play by Woodbridge. They called a quick
ran it quickly.
No huddle.
I thought he had gotten in. So good stop by the Mustangs. Second down. Quarterback keeps it, and this time he is in for the game-winning touchdown. Heartbreaking loss for the Mustangs, who lose their second in overtime. And the Barons come away.
You know who scored it? Quarterback?
The quarterback, yeah. 27-21 Woodbridge. Well, an exciting second half.
Very exciting. It's good to see both teams make some adjustments.
Yep, they really did. Woodbridge changed quarterbacks. Let's take a look at the game-winning touchdown here. The push. No, they hiked it to Nyers.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, they hiked it to Nyers. Our bad.
Take care, man. Did he get all 4 touchdowns?
No. 1, 2, maybe. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
1, 2.
Guess I know who we'll have on our post-game show. Take care, Case.
All right, guys. All right, that will do it. We'll be back with the stars of the game. Stay with us, everybody.
Okay, we're here now with the stars of the game for the Woodbridge Barons. We got Nick Nyers, who scored 3 touchdowns. Keyshawn Glover, who scored 1. And to show you what kind of young men these two are, they said, we're not coming out and going on TV without our offensive line. Good job, guys. Let me start with you, Nick. Tell me about the game.
You know, the game, it was up and down. You know, our defense fought hard. You know, they got a couple good big plays. But, you know, the O-line right here, all of them, they never gave up. They worked their butts off every single play. We did it in practice, and we just executed on the field. That's all I got to say.
What happened at halftime? Because you were lethargic in the first half, not much going on. You guys came out much more fired up second half.
We went in the locker room, and we all talked to each other. We told each other we had to pick it up.
we knew we had to pick it up, and we knew that if we did it, we were going to lose this game, and we weren't having that. So we came in, we told each other we got to pick it up, we came out and we did our job.
That's Keyshawn Glover there. Greg, take the line there.
Notice in the second half you guys came out in a little bit of an unbalanced line and really started running some smash mouth football. Tell me a little bit about that and what that means to the line to have that extra blocker.
Those plays were great. Like jumbo, we did jumbo. When we double team someone, we put them under the floor, tackle them, and it's great. It's good teamwork. Yeah, teamwork.
Guys, good job. In the back, I noticed a second effort by the offensive line. Your feet moving the whole time. Is that something you practice during the week?
Every day. I tell my line that we shouldn't give up on plays, and we just keep pushing every day, every day.
Why don't you guys give your names on the offensive line, guys?
Amir Mustafa,
Matt Snelly,
Eddie Non Bradley,
Jordan Harris,
Christopher Garcia,
Jacob Mankowski.
All right. Yep. Yeah, job well done by the offensive line. They don't normally get on TV, so it's good to get you out here.
This is your first overtime game of the year, obviously. How about any of you guys play overtime before ever?
No, that was my first.
So what did you think about it? Is it a little nerve-wracking?
It was crazy.
Competition. It was worth it.
What you guys got next? That's a winnable game, right?
Yes,
so you're 2-3 now. You go even after the next game, and then
every game's a winnable game. Every game's a winnable game.
Okay, way to go.
I feel like you put our team against anybody and we're gonna come out successful as long as we play hard. Because our team, we play hard in practice. It's just sometimes we have a little mess ups and like we mess up and we won't come out strong enough. But then after halftime, best believe we're gonna come out strong. We're gonna take the dub.
You certainly proved that today.
Work as a team and never give up.
Sounds good.
Congratulations, guys. Good job.
Great job. Make sure you guys drink a lot of water tonight. Right? You're sweating a lot. It's a hot game. It's like summertime out here. Drink a lot of water. Congratulations. Nice job. Nicely done, guys. Drink a lot of water tonight. Hydrate.
Live if we can. I mean, we still in view here.
Mike in the middle.
Mike in the middle. This is Glenn Lavin, principal at Aspire High School. Tell me about your thoughts about the game.
We never give up. We always have a true fighting spirit. We always talk about fighting spirit and what it means to be a Baron. This football team, as well as all our other teams, epitomize that spirit. We never give up. We fight together. We fight hard. We fight till it's over.
First of all, tell me about Amber Cotto.
Amber Cotto, sweetheart. Knew her my days at Ford's Middle School. Always a great kid since 6th grade. I really am happy to see her mature even more. As a young lady, senior, we're going to miss her when she graduates, and I couldn't be happier for her.
And, of course, the star of the night, the halftime show, Patrick Petro, was he 49, right?
Yeah, speechless. I've had so many great, proud moments as a principal of Woodbridge High School, none prouder than when I found out he was going to be crowned our homecoming king.
And you tell me the story, because you said it. Some of the guys who were in the competition said, if I happen to win, Mr. Principal, I want to give my trophy and my crown to Patrick Petro.
That started day one in school, where kids who, said, if I'm lucky enough to be homecoming king, is it okay if I give my crown to Patrick Petro, because no one deserves it more. And I just found out that after the ceremony was done, all the people who were in the court went in and talked to Mr. Sweetek, our senior class advisor, and all of them said, if I would have won, I definitely want to give it to Patrick. The right person won.
He's got some hold on this senior class, doesn't he?
He's got a hold on the school, of the community.
Yeah, the whole school. You're right.
He is going to be missed.
Fair and pride.
And, he's one of the, I know he's graduating, he's going to move on, but hopefully he comes back to all our games because we need him here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him in every game in the future.
We need him here.
His dad's lived here forever. I've known him for years ago in the Port Reading Knights. Great guy, Darren. There's no reason for him not to be at every game. And he also does basketball and baseball, too, it said.
All the time.
Man, it's great. It's great.
He's our biggest fan. We love him.
Well, congratulations. You're going to take you go, what, 6 and playoffs? Who knows?
The kids believe. Home game.
The kids believe, that's for sure.
Things can happen.
Right.
Folks, thanks for watching. A very exciting game in double overtime. Woodbridge scores a touchdown, takes a 27-21 win over JFK. Woodbridge goes to 2-3. JFK to 1-4. Great game, Greg. Any last thoughts?
No, it's just a great game. Good night for football. A little warm, but okay. Good homecoming.
All right, thanks for watching, folks.